DOT community. This is Zalon coming back with another Scorched Earth live stream, Friday night edition. What madness will we get into tonight? No one will know. We'll see what happens. I got Discord open, of course, and we're gonna grind away. Of course, I have been grinding, but only at the 13 souls a time when I'm not streaming, because I knew I would have enough time this weekend. Turns out my plans on Sunday aren't going to be really happening, so I should have a lot more time on Sunday. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing my best to only use relics when I'm streaming. So here we are Friday night. I'm going to try to make up some time, because NTG Hammer is doing an excellent job in staying in top 50. I need to make sure I do my part as well and get myself up to 14,000 souls before the end of this thing. So, just to take a look at what else is going on in this event, just to give a kind of judge. As you can see, the top alliance here with 2 days left, 2 days and 7 hours left, isn't even over 1 million. So, just to give an idea, yeah, there's definitely a good amount of players going for this event that would like to get a second shot at Y'allith, but I want to say that there definitely is. It's not. It's on a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being like and I can't compare it to higher soul count events. If you compare it to higher soul count events like, for instance, ones that have like 27,000, like the most recent winter event, yeah, obviously there's going to be a lot more souls on the table to get, so the numbers are going to be a lot higher. But still, 1 million souls for the top teams in a 4-day event, even with it being a 17,000 is the top amount. Yeah, we usually see at least the top team at 1 million, usually on Friday night. Tomorrow we'll probably see it, so, but I don't know how much. Like I said, a scale of 1 to 10 is probably like a 7.5, and a 10 being something like the Halloween event with Hell. Because I think that was a 4-day event as well. But that might have been a little bit higher soul count. So. But still. But here we go. Scorched Earth. Let's see who's here in the chat. But here we go. What's up, Brett Huber? Dan. Oh, not happy with this event. Once again, they let you down. Sorry to hear that, Dan. Yeah, I'm not going to say every event's super amazing. So, yeah, not everybody's going to be happy. FL Rebel Hootie Hoo. Gaming Jaeger, what's up? Dougie Fresh, blah, blah, blah. FL Rebel. Good to see you. King Blood, how we doing? Bradicus. What's going on? TP Berg. Dropping in. Gonna have to keep grinding, though. We are in the danger zone. I want to stay in top 50. Ah, well, keep grinding, FL Rebel. Alright, cool. So we're going to get to it. There's Soldier. Eee. Good to see you, Soldier. Thanks for popping in. Oh, I think no, I have at least a token, I think. Let me just grab that. And we'll start it off. Like I said, I only really wanted to pull a few relics in this one and grind a lot more of the rest of it out in the meantime. So let's see what's up. Ooh, a 1-star. That's horrible. Let's do it up, though. I was using Soulsar earlier, grinding for some resource, just because, yeah, I do need to start something. Another couple upgrades. So, what was I going to do? Mamesh. Yeah, we can work on mesh. Just have to take some easy lands. Titanium 580 just joined me in Discord. What's going on?
What up, Salon? No, not a lot, man. Hey, I'm actually, I'm in the bar surrounded by quite a few people, so I'm going to put my end on mute, but I will be here on your end listening. I'll jump in periodically.
Nice. And who? And I don't recognize your name. So, is there another name I might recognize you by, or are you new?
No, Zalon. I'm Valor's brother. Valor out of war.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, we've been mixed up in the NTG squad for, I don't know, 2.5. Well, no longer than that. Maybe 6 months now.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Yeah, I just saw you on here. Figured I'd jump in and say hi, and I'm gonna mute myself now so I don't interfere in your stream. But
yeah.
If I hear anything,
well, no, I appreciate you.
I want to jump in.
Yeah. Well, the discussion will get deeper as we get along in the stream, but thank you for joining. I really appreciate that.
No doubt, Wild Man.
Yeah, cool. All right, Pure Boom, thanks for joining in. How we doing? Good to see you. All right, so let's see. Let's get some targets up and let's get this grind fest going. Let's see. Try to get ourselves up there closer to like the 5K range in souls maybe by the end of the stream, depending on how long it is. But we're gonna have to see if we can find some easier targets for some of my lower titans, because of course, when you got level 20 titans, typically you don't want to have to lose all your troops. So, just because you want to be able to raid as fast as you can. And we don't have it's not like we have a 1 minute, what's it called, 1 second, or what is it, 30-second troop build. If we had that, obviously, then it doesn't matter. So. Alright, this might be a little too loud. Let's turn it down a little. MB, what's going on? Bad Mother Trucker's here. Good to see you, Jim. Crap rolls for me. Gonna have to grind extra since my rolls have blown. Oh yeah, Dougie. I feel you. That's the reason why I didn't go all the way in. That's the reason why I didn't go all the way in the Christmas event for Krampus. I was fortunate enough to be on a top 50 team that I didn't have to worry about, I still at least got a Krampus for collecting purposes, but when it came down to actually getting all the way up there soul-wise, I had 16 1-stars. It was so bad. I couldn't believe how bad it was. 16 1-stars. And then it was like, I don't know, like 5 2-stars or something like that. I mean, it was just way out of whack. You haven't reliced yet? AK Souls? Well, I only like to relic on the live streams if I can for this event specifically, because I told myself that I want to try to keep. I set my goal to like only spend 20k gems on the event. Now, yeah, I would be spending some of the gems that I would get from the event. Like the almost 3k that you get, and the 4 relics that you get in the milestones, but I'm gonna try to keep it to 20k if I can. So yeah, that does require a bit more regular grinding without relics on to be able to pull that off. Two 4-star boosts in my pulls and had a 4-star left over from last time. Wow, Brett Huber. Lucky. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday, Jim. Bad Mother Trucker. You gonna get on here? You gonna get on Discord? I know there's a bunch of people that'll eventually get on here, especially for the second hour. But Kingblood, I've been getting most 1 and 2 stars and 1 3-star. Oh, you got 1 2-star and 1 3-star. Let me read that again. I've been getting most 1 and 2-star and 1 3-star in general. Okay, I get it. Kiriko, hello. I complete event on the first because she is the first Ranger fire damage Titan I had a chance to get. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad you definitely, thank you for commenting and letting us all know, because I'll tell you, I have mentioned it multiple times that 2018 players, people that just only started to play last year, may not have a huge slew of Rangers of all different types that they have options to play with, because they were only put out extreme heavily in 2017 because it was a brand new class, and so we saw pretty much every single type of Ranger pop out in that year and have multiple opportunities to get them. But in 2018, if they weren't a God Titan and a Ranger, we didn't see too many non-God Rangers pop out. Saw a lot of champions. Lots of champions. Oh, there's Jim.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
I had to jump in at this first hour because I might not be here for a second. I gotta
okay.
back to the grind at work, so I gotta get up at 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Even on a Saturday?
Yeah. Hey, oil field doesn't stop. It goes 24/7.
It's true. It is true. Kind of like this game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So what are you running to? You going all the way?
I'm going to get at least to 14. At least to 14. I'm not going to promise anything past that.
I said I was only going to 5,500, which was the minimum, but I almost got 7,000 just pushing for the team now.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. You just end up if you end up playing a lot, it just happens with regardless, you know? Nothing you can do about it. That's why when people say I'm not doing this event and they're like, and then you find out they're pushing VP and it's like, you know you got 5,000 souls, right? But you know you said you weren't doing this event. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I mean,
it just happens.
Well, when I say I'm not doing an event, I mean I'm not buying any relics.
Yeah, exactly. Some people just say they're not doing this event, and the way that, you know, it's like, no, you really should be saying my goal is 3,500. That's what you should say. You just, you know what I mean? When people just say I'm not doing this event, it's be like, no, you're actually not telling the truth at all. You're actually making a statement just to obviously say that you're not happy about it. But really what you're saying is, I'm not doing this event, but I will be collecting souls, and I still should have a goal for myself, but I haven't made that decision yet. You know?
Right. Exactly.
But really,
that's exactly what it is.
Yes, yeah, okay. I straight came off mute to get in this shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, listen. Keep your. Gotta make sure you keep it clean here on Discord. All right.
Okay. Yeah. No, I apologize. Okay. All right. So, man. So, will you please just restate what you just said about him talking about not crying about 3,500 souls?
Well, no.
Crying about 3,500.
Well, I didn't see anybody crying about 3,500 souls. I'm just saying, just for instance, when anybody says anybody, I'm talking about anybody, when they say I'm not doing the event, typically it's around the time that I'm describing, like, going along the milestones and being like, well, this is a decent stopping point if you're doing this, and this is a decent stopping point if you're doing that, and this is a decent stopping point if you're doing this. And then,
understood.
You know what I mean? And then people are just be like, I'm not doing the event. And then my question to you would be does that mean you're not playing this weekend? Or does that mean that you are playing, you are accruing souls, and you actually should set like an actual goal of like 2,000 or 3,500? Because you're going to play regardless. You're going to spend your stones. So you might as well just say, I'm going for 3,500. You don't have to say you're not doing this event unless you're telling me you're not playing. You know what I mean? Like, there's most people that say I'm not doing the event.
Yeah. You can say I'm taking a nap this week, and then your involvement goes no further than that, and you go where you go. You either go to Legends or you go, I don't care, to Legends of Warhammer and Platinum or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, make your amends. I don't understand how some people, our men's in Hammer are not near where they need to be, in my opinion, for an event squad, which is what we're kind of developing into.
Well, I mean, we've been hitting top 50 on a regular basis now in Hammer. I'm going to say that. So it seems like it's actually, at least the men's, are at least in the right spot. I mean, for the fact that they're, if Hammer right now was sitting in 40th, I'd be concerned. But right now for the event, sitting in the 20s is pretty nice. Not gonna say don't slack.
Dee and I were talking, and I was like, honey, I understand that, you know, we're trying to build an event team, dang near trying to build an event team off of free-to-play players. And I don't know.
King Josh, this is MT Valor's brother coming at us from the bar. Continue.
No, I actually literally stepped out of the bar as soon as I heard this topic come up.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that Hammer's men should be, man, I don't know, 5-6K, which is kind of where we're headed toward. We're at 5,500 this season. Is what we settled for on the poll was 5,500, which is much.
Well, I think it also depends on the event, though. It does depend on the event.
It depends greatly on the event.
Yes.
And you got to realize, you know, a year ago at this time, the minimums were 2,500.
Yeah. It just depends. Yeah, things do change. Right now, it's a 5,500 mark.
I mean, Ray Charles could do 2,500.
Yeah, well, there's players that definitely don't play as much, and I mean they do hang out in a lot lower alliances. So I mean, obviously, if you're referring to just strictly in Hammer, yes, obviously the Soulman's been working its way up, you know.
Yes, and I'm happy to see that. I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah. So because
guys that grind out, guys that simply grind 6,000-7,000. And the men is at 2,500 to 3,000. The guys that are just grinding the 6 or 7 to help the squad is like, wow, these guys that, I don't know, these guys that just barely hit men. Sometimes it just seems like you're dragging them. It just seems like you're dragging them through.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is kind of what happens, and I've explained this a couple of times to current leadership and everything else, and it's a constant cycle. This is a constant cycle. Players come in, they're really active in the game. They play in Legends. They do really great in Legends. They prove themselves to go to higher alliances. They're super active. They're putting a lot of real life things on hold, and they're putting a lot of extra time into the game, probably above and beyond what you normally would put into the game.
100%, and then they just fall off.
And then they lose a little bit of interest, or their job or real life puts major pressure on them, and they can't play as much. I'm not saying that they particularly are at fault for this. Sometimes life is just like that. But the crappy part is they skate by with a smaller amount of either VP or souls, and then they realize, hey, I can get away with that, and I can still do these other things and this, that, and the other thing. And then after the first few times that happens, again, they're hitting mins, but they're not going to 10K for the alliance and pushing real hard, even if they're not super interested in the event. They're only pushing 7K, 7K, 6K, and then what happens is, soon as they start getting to that point where they're getting close to not even hitting mins is when they're getting pushed out. The unfortunate part is there's that time gap between when they were really pushing hard and when they're actually finally get pushed out. The unfortunate part is if you raise that min to something like 10,000 and you're already listen, I know, and you're already hit. That's what I'm saying. Well, if it's a 20K or 22K event or something like that, and it's got 2 Titans in it, and it's Alliance, and it's a 4-day event, which has definitely happened plenty of times last year. And what happens is, what will end up, the players will have to deal with, if with a higher min like that, you're expecting a lot more, and you'll actually have to boot a lot more out if you go that route. So it's that wonderful walking the line of trying to get the right min for the right group at the right time. Because again, if certain people are in their whole cycle and they're, there's a lot of players that are getting to the point where they're just going to need to get booted because their activity is just that far down, that's the thing. It's a constant cycle.
Zalon, how many viewers you got right now?
We got like 30 people watching.
Okay, so for these 30 people, and for a fella coming up from your rank, or from me talking up to a higher rank, could you elaborate a little bit on being in war and consistently competing for very very high end on the server, top 1, 2,
Well,
or three
the
in
times
war?
that I played in, well, it wasn't NTG War when I played in, and it was just straight non-toxic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
we had
you at
different
now?
names
Where you
back
at
then.
now?
We had different names back then, but when I was playing in the main,
He's at Hammer with us.
yeah, I'm in Hammer right now for the
okay.
event. But when
Okay.
it comes down
Okay.
to when I was playing in the top alliance and you had to try to get people to be constantly hitting on a regular basis all the time, it was a revolving door. You did have to, certain people would be like, and this is the biggest problem right now is a lot of players don't take the time to say, I'm not going to hit really, really high in this event. I'm only going to hit 6, 7, 8,000. I'll give my place up in this team so someone else can do it. A lot of people aren't willing to do that a lot of times, and they'd rather just ride it out and still get the really good reward, but not only have to do half the work. Again, I'm talking I'm talking about event teams more than I am on VP raids, though, when it comes down to warring. Because back in the day when I was on teams that were concerned, on the main non-toxic team, concerned about being ranked really, really high. And I am going to have to go back to the chat because I've been ignoring everybody to answer a lot of these questions, unfortunately.
Shoot, I thought they were all able to
Please watch your mouth, man. Please watch your mouth because I really want to keep somebody else brand new to the channel on here. But you really got to watch your mouth because that's like the 4th time now. And this is the 2nd time I've actually said something.
I said shoot, bro. I said shoot.
Not really because I definitely heard it. So it's cool. It's cool. But please watch your mouth. Because I'd love to have people on Discord. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, me too.
Especially in the beginning. If you swear in the 2nd hour, it's not heard by as many people and won't impact me as much. But if you swear a whole bunch in the first 20 minutes of my stream, it's really going to look bad for me. So please do your best. All right, thank you. So, all right, let's see. What's going on, Michael Marley? Good to see you. What's up, Rob Lincoln? Good to see you as well. But anyway, there's a bunch of I can preach about that kind of stuff a whole bunch too as well, and I can do it for a while, and we can definitely get back into it. But good to see you too, Late Night King. I missed your stream last night, but Shooter McGavin's here as well, and Dougie Fresh. My VP is garbage because I got 350 in Legends and then switched over on Thursday to Hammer, and of course I've started back over. So what am I at right now? Something like some trashy 100 and something, right? 171. So yeah. It's for me. It hasn't been about the VP since probably the beginning of 2018. Back then, 2017, I was all about the VP. 2018, I was all about the events. So, just the way the game has cycled for me personally, and that's my own personal choice. All right, here we go. I'm gonna throw another relic here. At least get a second one going here. We should be getting another token soon, though, too, as well. See, look at that. Garbage 1-star pulls. Garbage 1-star pulls. That's what happens.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just a second one. Nothing like it. But like I said, I'm trying to make up a little bit of ground so that, at least on my live streams, it gives me a little bit of a boost to my regular grind when I'm not going to be live. But
a couple free ones that I got in the rewards, I got 1 3-star and the rest of it 1-star.
Yeah. Meet minimums or kick rocks can't always be buddies. Yeah, of course. Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why FL Rebel, it's better to have just other alliances to throw people to, because, again, a lot of times people just need a lower minimum to work with for that week or a few weeks or whatever. Most of the time that's the case, but a lot of times people want to hang out. If I can just hang out for another week, I can barely make min or not make min at all, but still attempt to try to do so and just pray that I don't get booted out. Or I you know what I mean? It stinks, it sucks, but you just have to do it. Just, hey, I'm not going to do this week. Go down to a lower alliance. Why do you think I've hung out in NTG Legends for so long? They have a 500k min VP. I don't have the time and don't have the will, not the will, but because I do play the game every day. but I don't have the what's it called, the want to go and be in a war alliance and push millions of VP all for the same rewards that we've always gotten.
As Dougie Fresh would say, slacker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can't wait for the XP event. I'm going to try a little harder than I have before. It'll be well worth the grind. You know what? See, and hearing that from Dougie Fresh, that is a very good point. I've said the same thing when I just did the DOT after show with Bo this last week. I'm excited for the Volstan's boot camp as well. I feel like XP relics have a better, people don't crap all over them. I mean, yeah, when you get them in the Divine Gen Altar, if you don't have a few pulls, if you only pull one time and you get it, it's not that great. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Those are brutal.
You know, but I feel like XP relics, just because we get so many 2-stars and the occasional 3-star now in regular in battle drops, I just think people don't crap all over them anymore. I think people realize that, wow, it's nice to level up your Titans a bit faster. Save a bunch of them up during an event if you're using a Titan that you're not really interested in leveling, but you're using them for the boost. Just get them ready for, as soon as you get done with that event, level the crap out of your Titan.
To that point, Zalon, I was grinding pretty hard yesterday for, I don't know, probably 350, 400 battles, and hardly saw a single soul relic, or XP relic come through my battle drops until today around 10 a.m. I started just seeing them flood, all here they come, boy, one after the other.
Okay, and that was the thing that was brought up during the analysis that Vintage Game Rescue did on his channel of the whole flooding of XP relics, like periodic grouping, which is interesting. Yeah. Which means
I think it's a thing.
Well,
I think it's a thing.
If that's the case, then as soon as you see an XP relic, you got to keep battling. You can't be.
Yeah, you better hammer down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you see, even if you tell yourself, all right, I'm going to just drain whatever, I'm just going to drain whatever portal stones I have right now or something, and then you see an XP relic, like a 2 or a 3-star out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro.
I would keep going.
To me, I think they ran pretty hard. If I had to guess, they ran pretty hard for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Maybe more, because I slacked off maybe shortly after that. But they definitely ran hard for about 4 hours.
That's right. Now, FL Rebel, I was gonna say, are you gonna jump on Discord tonight? Because Titanium 580, I'll tell you, he's got the rebel attitude. He's got the FL Rebel attitude. You guys probably could sound like brothers on here, but and I bet you he's in the same state you are right now. I haven't been feeling good again today, and there's a long story behind that, but I'm back to feeling like exactly the same way I did last Friday, which is horrible. So trust me, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm definitely down on that. Unfortunately, because
no, bro. Hey, hey. So I guess you can hear us? Can you hear us at the same time that? But there wouldn't be any voice chat on your YouTube stream.
Well, yeah.
So what do you need? So why you said earlier that you had to switch back over for something because you hadn't checked in on your stream chat?
Oh no! I have all I'm saying is my eyes were just on the game. Haven't looked over at chat for a little while. I was just answering your question and staying focused. Okay. So all I'm saying is because I got 3 screens in front of me. I got a tablet screen that shows me you and everybody else in Discord. And then, of course, I got one that has my chat up, and then I got one that actually is playing the game and streaming out the game. So, yeah, it's an interesting setup. It's completely what I would call the old-fashioned, you know.
The old-fashioned.
Yeah. This is not what professional streamers do, but it at least gives the impression that I have some sort of professional setup. So
Sure.
I sound a lot better, King Blood? Well, that's good. My stomach doesn't. But anyway, if peeps haven't noticed that Titans are leveling faster since XP Relics, then you're not really playing game or your Titan management is way wrong. Almorand is 51 just from XP Relics and grinding. Yeah, my Almorand is 35 from grinding in XP Relics. He's not the only one I have always obviously put everything into, but when it comes down to all my XP relics recently within the last 2 events. I've dumped them all into Almorand, and it's been awesome. So, yeah, go to 25 to 35 with no fusing, just all grinding and just XP relics, which is nice.
I just posted that in our Alliance chat in Hammer not too long ago that I'm really anxious to be able to use them because I haven't been able to yet. Just because, I don't know, he hasn't fit into my program as far as events and other things that I'm going through on my account, but I really look forward to getting him there. He's at 31 just from being in the mix, but I really look forward to getting into the 40s, north of 40.
Now, Titanium, could you do me? What's your in-game name? Just so I know, what's your in-game name?
It's Titanium 580.
Oh, it is. Okay, I just want to make sure. Well, anyway, so can you tell me what's the name? How do you say the name of the new Titan?
The Ranger we're shooting for?
Yeah. How do you say the name?
I don't know, bro. I'm opening in-game right now. I'll have to read it. I'll try.
Well, with your accent, I would just hope that you say it the proper way. We'll see. We'll see.
He's not, Bo.
Yalith?
Yep.
Yalith?
Yalith.
There you go.
That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for.
Yalith?
Yeah, it's Yalith.
I don't know.
It's good. It's good. You said it exactly the way it should be said. So, it's.
Hey, Zalon. Hey, D.
D's here.
Who did?
Yeah, D's here. She's here to keep everybody in line.
Okay. Let's not talk about her anymore. We can't talk about her anymore.
Is that what you do when I'm not around?
Yeah.
When the cat's away, the mice will play.
That's what I do. That's what I do when you're around or not around.
Yeah, Jim does it to my face.
Yeah, Jim does. Jim does.
What's up, D?
What's shaking?
I just jumped on early because I gotta go back to work again tomorrow. You know, I had those 2 weeks off, and so he's trying to make sure he makes up for it.
Brett Huber, you're not a professional YouTuber, Zalon? I've been misled. My feelings are hurt. No, it's only my setup. My voice apparently is professional enough for all of you. That's why you keep coming back. So.
Hey, Jimbo, what did you think of my song and dance earlier in the Endgame Alliance chat?
I told you gotta quit drinking while you're playing DOT, bro.
Yeah. See, and that's why what's it called? JJ would say he'd have to give you a DUTUI. So.
Yeah.
A DOTY. Well, I don't.
See, if you can't say it, listen. If you can't say it, that means you're over the limit. If you can't say it, you're over the limit.
You know what?
I heard you guys hit drum pretty hard.
Oh yeah?
Well, hey, we left in the depletion bonuses. You know, what more do you want?
We were.
I hit him yesterday, but I don't think I hit him very much today.
Milan, we were like 500K away from losing 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted Drum's Castle because he had VPPP.
Yes.
And we all hit him for like an hour, but apparently they kept hitting him for 4 hours straight after I left.
Well, okay, first off, okay.
Wait, real quick. Go ahead, Michael. Ask that question. He's in the chat. He says, I have a question for D and Zalon. All right, go ahead, Michael. Ask your question. Go ahead, Titanium. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
No, I was just going to jump on D's case because you were talking about, okay, so we all hit him one time because you posted him, and then everything went bubbled, and then you posted something else in the Alliance chat in-game that was like, he hit me. If he caps me, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong or whatever. And then immediately that registered to me. Oh, snap. His VPPP still is back open? And I ran back over there and just started wailing on him. And I hit him for like 15, 20 minutes. And nothing else ever sparked off. So I posted back in there. I was like, yo, I'm eating on a feast over here. and then you reposted it was open, and then he lit up like a Christmas tree, and it never went out after that. We just banged on him. Yeah,
I got in a little trouble.
Well, tell him we appreciate it.
Wow. Dougie Fresh, I'm doing Dionysus next and gonna get him up with XP event. Interesting, I didn't really get a great Dionysus roll, so I've kind of put him on major back burner. But if you did get a good roll with your Dionysus, that's cool. That's definitely cool. I feel it's nice to be able to switch up to a new project every once in a while. And
Salon, I'm muting and grinding, bro.
all right, go ahead. Feel free to pop on whenever you want to get into the conversation.
Cool. Appreciate
D,
the love.
where are your souls at, D? Oh, yeah, now she got muted.
Yeah.
What happened?
I said, how many souls you got?
Not very many.
Uh-oh.
I'm focusing on my account in Legends at the moment.
Well, see.
Yeah, I was gonna finish that one first, so.
Oh, because Michael Marlowe's got some words. He's got some words. He says, "Where are your souls at? I'm tired of carrying both of you." Michael.
He's so competitive.
Yes, and that's what we like. That's what we like.
Where's Michael?
We'll show you. I'm in 28th. All right, listen, I'm middle of the pack. All right, you don't need to be worried about me. I'm middle of the pack.
All right, well, don't show them yet. Let me get up a little bit.
Yeah. I should go to the bottom. All right. What's up, J-Dub? What's up? Okay. Oh, and Dougie Fresh says, "Oh, tell Drum thanks. I feel like a criminal the way we robbed him."
I was just kidding. He joked. He wasn't really mad. He just joked.
Hutch actually.
He was like, "Did you poke me in game or something? Because you guys were on me for like 4 or 5 hours."
Yeah, Hutch brings up a good point, though. He does say Titan leveling is definitely up for me. The only thing that is still needed is the collecting of XP for max level 60 Titans. There has to be a way to not waste XP while using max Titans. I know, right? It definitely puts a damper on the whole fact that, hey, look, you got a 60 Titan, and you hopefully at that time have all the relics that you want for them, and they're maxed, or hopefully almost there. And it's like, but the XP is just all wasted. Every time I bust out my my level 60 Edalist to do what's it called, lightning TOWs, because all my imps are like full resist lightning. Every time I do that, I'm like, all that XP is wasted every time. So yeah, it does suck. It definitely does. So yeah, what's up, Venom? But also, Fury's on here. Fury's on here as well, along with Gray Marcus, Titanium, Jim, and D. Everybody's on so early for the stream. I'm so glad for Discord, and a decent amount in the chat as well. 41.
I wouldn't call 2 in the morning early.
Well, again, Fury, you're working though, right? You're working, right?
Yeah, I'm working.
I'm working. Just for you, Fury. That's what we're doing. We got the stream to keep you awake.
I need it.
So how's everything going in war there, Fury? This is NT.
Yeah, doing good. We are third. We're ranked third in the season, and we are currently at 39 rank. But we just got an event finisher in war. Who's going?
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Pete. He's going to finish the whole event, so we'll be all right. Grinding to do myself.
Oh, the Corvus, I agree. I used Max Jatoon for the winter event. A week of wasted Titan XP. Oof, rough. That is rough. I mean, you were doing it for the boost, obviously, so I'm not going to say that it wasn't a good idea. But yeah, the XP unfortunately didn't really go anywhere. Good to see you, Churro. Thank you for... And what, Soldier, are you coming on Discord? He says I'm coming. I wonder if that means he's joining Discord. TGIF, that's right, Bradicus. And
personally, I don't think the boost is that important.
What? Wait. So wait, were you talking about the winter event when Jatoon was given the what? What was it? The 1.3?
Yeah, man. I only feel the boost is important when you're using relics. If you're grinding free to play,
yeah,
you know, a 1.3 to a 1.1. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
True. I
it-
only use typically that's the same case for me as well, because like I'm not even using relics when I'm doing any kind of, like I said, when I'm off stream. I was hitting with my my souls art, but I was actually hitting for like resource because, well, frankly, I actually need some right now. But if I wasn't hitting for resource, I'd be doing the same thing with all these lower titans because they're the ones I actually want to speed raid with. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, in this event in particular, I was leveling Calcor for the Pantheon. I got him to level 40, and now I switched over to whatever the heck the 3-star Fire Guardian is. I can't remember what the heck his name is right now. But, it's 1.3 to 1.1. But when you're just grinding battles and you're not using relics, I mean, what am I losing? 2 souls per battle? It doesn't make a difference, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't really make that much when you're losing like that. But yeah, when you're definitely using, and if you're doing it all week, that's the other thing too. Though, if you're doing it all week, you're most likely not using an event relic every single time you're battling. But thank you for popping on, Drum. Always good to have you here as well.
I'm creeping.
Nice. So, even though D lit you, had everybody light you up earlier, and everybody was.
Oh man, that's no problem. I set it up, as VPPP, and and it seemed like the hammer time was on me because nobody else was taking advantage. But Hammer was all up in there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Well, it helps when deep post your castle in game. Hit him! I was like, what the hell?
That is completely fine, but earlier this week we had an issue here where I had my lands set up for bedtime as VP PPs, and supposedly someone on my team was hitting castles because they were attacking my VP lands. So it was a tremendous household issue. And it was nice to see that they could get some PP out of the deal and it not be an issue.
But I like that one of your players and your lines had your back, saw that somebody was hitting your lands though.
Yeah, man, that's how it rolls over here.
It's never happened before. This is the first time.
Who's that in the background? Who's that?
So we only didn't talk to each other for about 24 hours. It was fine.
That was a good respite for Drum.
It was a 5-minute spat.
Mm-hmm.
That lasted 24 hours.
Drum, we left you all the depletion bonus, bro. Come on now.
Oh, they're still there. I didn't deplete them yet. There's more for you guys. You keep tapping. I'm going to wait on that. I said, you know what? We don't need VP. And I was like, I don't care about VP. I was like, let me give a little bit back to the players in the league. If they want to do their event and get VP while they do it, that's fine. But if somebody started capping my lands, I was going to put an end to it. But nobody, man. I mean, honestly, almost every big alliance in the league was tapping on those VP lands, and nobody capped them. And I still have full VP land, so I'm like, oh, all right, this is fine, you know.
That's encouraging. I lose a little bit of faith in humanity whenever somebody casts my PP lands. I'm just like, come on.
You lose faith in humanity.
All right. Listen, real quick.
Yeah. Who's gonna cap a PP? Come on. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you go to DOT jail when you do that. So. But real quick here, I got a specific question for Drum coming from the chat. Not for you, Drum, but what do you think of Yalith's scarf for 42% Goliath armor? What do you think about that, Drum?
Oh, I think it's a fantastic relic, and there's two ways you can approach that relic. One is fantastic because with Yaluth, you can have the most powerful Grens in the game outside of Omega Grens, but Omega Grens don't count because you only get 5 of them. And in my personal experience with the summoning Grens, like, I'll drop them where I want to drop them, and they decide to take 10 friggin' seconds before they throw their first volley, and all of a sudden they're activated in melee mode before they get volleyed. So I don't really think that they're as usable. But with Yaluth, you can have the most powerful Grens in the game, providing you have the 5-star relic. And the critical on that relic helps you. You don't need that because you can also hit 100% crit outside of that relic, providing you have all the other relics that offer critical. But it is a nice bonus because it also gives your your Goliath 42% more armor. Now, I actually built an armor build for a player today. He rolled, obviously 2 elemental resists on his Yaluth, and he rolled armor. He was very excited about it, and it was a player on our team, so I said, let me see what I can do for him, and let me build out an armor build for him. And you can hit a max of 280 armor on your Goliaths. And this particular player rolled poison and lightning. So poison and lightning, I maxed those resists. Excuse me. And with their
well, you could do that with one. You did that with one orb, right? Poison and lightning is the orb of war, isn't it?
Yes, but I didn't use the orb of war because I was trying to maximize his armor X skill.
Okay.
He didn't roll health, and I wanted to see how high we could push the armor, and we were able to push it to 280 armor. And I actually thought that it was good. I thought it would actually be a good defense because he had full resist to Panthers, he had full resist to lightning, and he had 280 armor. 280 armor, in my opinion, is actually effective armor because you imagine your most substantial attackers, if they're using troops, are around 220 armor. So you're definitely getting an armor reduction from 280. And on top of that, if you go heavy on the Grens, you are gonna keep the riffraff out, man. You're gonna take out your physical resist troops. You're gonna take out your Grenadiers. You're gonna take out your Imperials and maybe the Goliaths, but I wouldn't really worry too much about players attacking with Goliaths. So I thought that doing an armor build with rolling physical and lightning resist was definitely applicable. And I have completely forgot what the question was.
If I have a round of applause button.
That was good. It was good. It was good. It was very good.
Round of applause.
It was very good. But it was.
Actually, he just asked what you was going to do this weekend.
Yeah. No. It was all about what do you think of Yalof's scarf at 42% Goliath armor? The only reason
yeah, man, totally. It's a great relic, definitely. And here's the thing with these relics that come up and they're specifically Titan named. They are one-off relics, and chances are you will not see these for a long time.
Hashtag Delphur's choker, right?
Dude, exactly. That was exactly what I was going to say. Like, I didn't do that event because it was a paladin. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I have whatever that other guy's name is. That's the exact same as
Mataurus.
And yeah, exactly. I had him, and I was like, I'm not doing this event. Although that relic was very tempting, and man, do I wish I had that relic. And that's the shame of it. They do these events with these one-off relics. Like if you did the last event with Erdrich's Jade, man, that is a beautiful relic.
Yeah,
and that is a one-off relic that
I got it.
Not gonna see
I got it.
again.
Even though my Erdrid isn't that great, I made sure that I still got that relic because even if I get a better Erdrid later, great. If not, I can still use that relic for another Titan.
Yes, it is very applicable to many different situations. I'll agree with it. I got it too.
There's other relics along the way that I missed, like Nature's Call, that I'm just praying I get it in DG pulls. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically it. That's the only way I'm going to get it,
Yeah, exactly, man. So, these relics do add a ton of value. I mean, if you're looking at building anything involving Goliaths, the last event and this event, like, those are must-have relics, and they are going to make a difference for you. I do believe that they're great, and I personally love this Titan. I don't know how I'm going to build it, but you can boast the most powerful Grenadiers in the game regardless of your Goliath rolls. And if you want to go defense, then you can, depending on your skills, max 4 resists for Goliaths. And if you happen to roll armor instead of health, I do believe that you can get armor high enough where it will be applicable and come into play in defense. So yeah, I'm a fan. Bottom line, I think Titan's great. I think it'd be silly not to do the event. I know majority of the relics are repeats, and that's unfortunate. But I do think the Titan is good, man, and I do think that that relic is good.
Yeah, well, a 14 soul grind. Well, actually, a 17 soul grind in 4 days isn't too crazy since we're coming off of 6 day 27,000 soul grind.
Yeah,
an extra 10K makes a huge difference. So
yeah, man, it totally does.
Even though you get an extra 2 days.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're an active player, chances are you bought some of these deals. Like, we're all sitting on a crap load of gems.
Well, that last one, okay, again, I mentioned it when it came up of that $40 deal for 31K. That was insanely good. And
yeah, man.
It was 775 gems per dollar spent, and that is higher than the 71K for $100 deal that's been coming out with the gods, which is only 750 gems per dollar. So I'm just saying, you got to pay attention to those deals when they happen, and not only think about the event that's going on right now. Think about future events and how you're going to spend in the future. That's the main thing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm in that boat where, I saw the deals, I reacted accordingly, and it feels like I'm not even paying for anything right now. Eventually, these gems will run out, and then we'll be back into the daily grind. But right now, everything feels good to me.
Yeah, especially when you get that pull like you did today. What happened today with your 2K pull?
What did you get?
Yeah, my Titan pulls have been absolutely insane the past week. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, because I saw it today.
This, though, I did a 500 divine gem pull, and I got a 3-star Goliath belt, so that is where the luck ran a little short there.
Yeah, but you still got to check it though. Got to check those Goliath belts. I actually will continue to say this, and it's just something I do myself. Is the only 3 stars that I ever have multiples, more than one, is, if I have them at all, is resist relics, because a lot of times I don't have all 6 resists on my 4 stars, and some of my 4 stars that I do have a resist for, I only have one. I'll still want to double stack sometimes anyway. You never know what your situations are going to be with resistances. So I do keep multiple 3 stars for resist relics for troops, which is the only case, and there's only about a half dozen of them out there, specifically. Yeah, but I do.
I'm in that same exact boat.
They are 3-star ones that I keep because, like I said, especially if I don't have the resistance and 4-star version, So.
Yeah, I also keep the offensive troop relics. The straight up buffs. Where, Flame Volley, all Grenadier skills.
Because they're not wasted.
Applicable for me.
Yeah, they're not wasted.
And Grenadiers lack armor piercing, so I actually do keep the 3-star Flame Burges just to push that AP a little bit further.
What about the 3-star Gilded Arc? That's all archer, right?
Well, the thing is, I have some Titans that do buff archers at level 60, and all of them have a 3-star version for them of Gilded Arc, and everything outside of that I fuse. Eventually, I will have another Titan for, let's say, archers that I want to level to 60, and then when I get the battle drop again, I will level that, but I don't hold it just waiting for that, because I think that they're common drops, and I'm not concerned that I won't.
Yeah. But also, what about 3-star kite shields?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny, man. I'm having a real issue with relic inventory space, man. It's incredibly painful. When I'm fusing relics now, I have 4 relic spots to work with. So I fuse 4 relics, then I go to my treasure. I collect 4 relics. I fuse 4 relics, then I collect 4 relics. And it is absolutely brutal. And
in the chat, everybody in chat, put up what you have to do. Is it as bad as Drum? Do you have 4 spots too? Let us know.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. And so anyway, I have a kite shield of at least 1 of every resist right now, and and every time I see them, and 5 out of how many that I have are unleveled, I'm like, God, I should really fuse these things. I need the space, but and then I'm like, well, actually, I don't have a resist in this element, so I should save it. And it's incredibly painful and very disappointing that we're only getting 500 spots. And the influx of relics now, with the multiple resists for defense, and then every event dropping new relics, it's a problem.
Well, okay,
and
but did you notice that they only are dropping like 1 new relic an event now, unless it's a god? I noticed that.
Yeah, man, and
they have to.
That's all right. I mean,
they have to at this point. If they don't, they're gonna put themselves in even a bigger hole. They're already in a hole already on the whole situation, but it'll be a lot worse if they actually did more than 1 new relic. Yeah,
I mean, you're right with that, but it's also wrong from a business standpoint because like yourself, like myself, man, we've been playing this game since like pretty much global launch. And how many, let's say, poison events do I want to see the same 4-star relics over and over again?
Exactly, because you have to have something new. You have to have something new, and that's how, like, when they have these what's it called events like a TOW, and they don't have anything new in there, I'm not as excited. I'm not gonna put down 15, 20k gems. I might only put down 5 to 10k instead. Just to look for.
Yeah, man.
So. But when you have like an event like the what was it, the Halloween one with all those skeleton relics, like all the new ones, oh man, people went nuts. So
yeah, I completely agree with you, man. %. It's like for your older players, you want to see the new stuff, and you want your event money to be worthwhile, so you want a bunch of new stuff. But the newer players don't have this new stuff, so maybe these events look good to them. But the problem comes in, obviously, relic space is a tremendous issue because these older players, we can't hold these relics.
Bradicus is right there with you. He says, I use about 4 to 8. 4 to 8 spots. That's all he has.
Yeah, it's atrocious, man. I mean, and like I get a battle drop for an XP potion. I'm like, yeah, man, let me use that. Oh wait, no, I have to go fuse something in order to even collect it to put it on my Titan to use it. I mean, it's like, what, really? Like, come on, man, this is how that they think the game should work. Like, that is a gross point and a sour point. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, honestly.
It just hinders play. It hinders play.
Yeah, it's a quality of life issue, and it's definitely as a lower quality of life in game, having to go through these hoops to deal with this issue. But with the limited relic space, it's a problem because they're adding a new relic and event, but that relic is a stretch goal, man. Like the event will be 14k and the new relic's at 17k. It's like, come on, like your loyal players are having to spend $100 an event just to get something new. It's that, in my opinion, I think that's an issue.
All right, here's another issue right here. I'm about to collect 75 gems. I have 400 75 divine gems. I have 400 right now. This should be 100 divine gems. I should be able to do a 500 DG pool right now because this event only has 475 DGs in it, and that is messed up. So for people that notice that, I think you should always be able to get at least 500 DGs in every event, even as low as it is.
Zalon?
Yeah, what's up?
Can anybody hear us? But can anybody hear me that's not in...
Everybody in the live stream can hear you, and everybody in the Discord server can hear you.
Nobody else is talking.
That's what I needed to know. That's what I needed to know. It's all good.
All right.
You're good.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to grab these DGs in protest and still not be able to do any pulls. But here,
Yeah, I hear the big protest. I hear it.
you're right. So
You know, don't even collect them. Just protest it. I actually sent a ticket saying,
I
"Take
gotta
them
collect
back. I
them.
don't want them."
I gotta collect them,
Send the
Jim.
ticket.
Jim, don't even collect them. I gotta collect them.
Just send a ticket. I don't want these. Just take them back.
No, I gotta collect them, Jim. You crazy. I'll still get more DGs though. I'll eventually be able to do a pool. But all right, I will tell. I'll tell Drum that you said hi, Real Gamer, even though you just did after I read it. So.
Real Gamer just said hello to you.
Hey man, hello. I'm trying not to hog the chat. I'm actually told that I'm talking too much.
But Drum has Drum has a lot of things that he has to that he likes to put out there, and when he puts it out there, he has to make sure it's all said. You can't just interrupt him.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's totally fine. No. But see, the thing is, though, even though according to D, you're a chatty Cathy. When you start the getting to your point, you get to your point, and you have tons of evidence of everything you need to do to prove what you're saying is true. So you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, man, I think about all this stuff. Like I'm like super involved in this game. I mean, it probably takes way too much of my life than it probably should. At
work, a coworker comes by and you say something to them and some game stuff just comes in regular conversation. And they're like, "Wait, what'd you say?" And you're like, "Nothing. I'm thinking out loud."
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's too much. I mean, I should probably lay off, but whatever, man. If you guys are,
you got to live it up. Listen, you got to live it up while you can, because all mobile games have a beginning and they all have an end. Okay, and that we're not gonna be like play pretend and say the game lasts forever, because that's not true.
When you get on the rant, everything goes quiet because everybody is so listening so intensely. It's crazy. So whenever you talk, DOT should pay you money for airtime. Just airtime alone.
Jeez,
For real.
Airtime alone. I don't know about that. Too much praise on the stream. People are gonna start telling you to.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, his head's big enough. Leave him alone.
It's true.
All right, I'm muting.
Yeah, because Truth's gonna come on. Truth, yeah, and especially Ether. Ether comes on specifically to tell people to not get my head too big. So, yeah, but Truth's here as well, and it's good to see you, Truth.
Truth, what's going on, homie?
It's quiet.
Nice. Oh, I'm just reading chat. Just catching up on a few things that are being said. Call me crazy, but I'm not having an issue with relic space. I have 30 spots available, but that's only after I ran through my XP relics. I guess not having a ton of maxed out titans makes relic space a non-issue. Yeah, it does. Because when you have a whole bunch of max titans sitting around, they all, of course, have 6 relics on each one of them, typically 4-star. So, I mean, it does make a big difference. What's up, Fat Heed? Gosh, I keep on wanting to call you Fathead. I don't want to do that. So, how about Fury's still sticking with us? Gray Marcus is still here as well. Good to see everybody joining in Discord as well. We're probably in the second hour at this point. I can't imagine that we were in the first hour still. So, but we've had pretty good discussion. A lot of good stuff. Send me the invite. A&L Vlogs. What to? Are you talking to Legends? If that's the case, I can't do it right now. Because I'm in Hammer. But if anything, A&L Vlogs, if
D can do it.
Yeah, D can do it most definitely, and she could do it right now if there's still space over in Legends. But other than that, I could have sworn I sent an invite. If it was something I was supposed to do last week. Or I shouldn't say last week. Earlier this week when I was in Legends, if it was something I was supposed to do, I sent those invites. You're waiting for third hour, Truth? I'll jump in Discord to join the party? Okay. King Blood, that would be better if they had XP relics in their own space and not the relic space. Yeah. If you're talking about putting them in the like the portal stone spot category, I know what you're talking about. The real gamer gets commented of the night. I put Zalon on my garrison, but he loses every time. God, they need to fix his skills. Oh, you gotta fix my skills. You put me on garrison. That's too bad.
Yes.
That's
Awesome.
too bad. When I'm on the garrison, they gotta fix my skills. So what am I? A Volstan? So they call it Zalon's boot camp? Is that what needs to happen?
Oh goodness, who did that? Who did that, Zalon? I can't.
Bradicus, you're holding Ascension Shards. You want to see what's up? You want to see what's up, Bradicus? You want to see what's up? Who's got Ascension Shards? Who's got them? And the only reason I got them is just because there's people in the chat right now that are going, "What is that?" That's the only reason I'm keeping them.
You have Ascension Shards.
Yeah, I got them right here. I'm showing them off right now. See,
I'm not either.
Infiltrator Shard used for Ascension. It's worth 1,600 gold. I had to hold those shard lands for a full 24 hours to get these. I had a whole bunch more Infiltrator ones, but I kept one champion one and one Infiltrator one.
Hey, Zalon, your subscriber T Dizzle, that's me.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. All right.
I'm pretty sure I subscribed to you a while back. I thanks you're watching your live streams before I ever joined NTG.
Well, I do have to say the one thing about subscribing, and one of the main reasons that I don't really mention it all that often. I'm not always saying it every like 10 minutes. Yo, make sure you subscribe to my channel, or say it within the first 10 minutes of my videos or anything like that, because a lot of people do that.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't, I don't really have.
Subscribers.
Well, the one thing I noticed is when I don't have to, because if you want to watch live streams, you pretty much want to get notifications. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you want to be able to tune into my live streams, you're going to subscribe and put notifications on. Or else there's no way for you to be able to know when I'm streaming, so there's no way for you to be on that next stream, because a lot of people, when they're watching, they go, "Oh man, I caught the end of his stream and I want to make sure I actually get on the next one." There's so many people when I stream during the daytime from around the world, they go, "I'm never on your streams because it's always on a different time of the day." And when I do that, they're like, "It's so great, you know, blah, blah, blah." Well, they most likely had notifications on. You know what I mean? And they're probably sub.
Does Woo still tune in?
Oh, the Woo? The Woo, yeah. I definitely seen the Woo periodically. I think more during the daytime, though. See, it just depends on what time you're able to really be able to tune in. Yeah, the Woo comes on our Discord server quite often just to hang out and talk and everything, too. So.
Is that a he?
The Woo? Yeah, the Woo's a guy.
Yeah.
The Woo is played with Bo in a couple of other different games, including Dominations and other games, mobile games over the years. So that's how he kind of found his way into non-toxic and also just into mobile game, into the game in general.
Cool.
He's great.
I'm just gonna BS for a second. I'm gonna mute and you guys do your thing.
Yeah, cool. The Titanium report. So everybody else is all muted up. Titanium's not actually muting. Everybody else is red ring. Titanium, muting means you're red ring.
I'm muted. Yeah.
It's funny. I look at everybody else, though. But anyway. Alright, I gotta find a different alliance.
D must be quietly working on souls.
Yeah, she's gonna... What, D, you're gonna stream tomorrow night? Is that what's happening?
I was going to stream tonight, and I saw you in the live stream chat before you started streaming.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, I do. I do that because I am getting ready to stream.
D, that's very easy to say that you're going to live stream when you know Zalon streams every Friday night.
No, you know what? That's nice.
I'm just saying. Just throwing
Pretty
that out
consistently. Pretty consistent. Not every Friday, but pretty consistently, yeah.
there. Pretty consistently.
It's all right though. You can you can stream right after me. Godan mentioned that he was thinking of streaming, but also said that he's with family right now, so he didn't want anyone to. He didn't want me to start saying that he was going to stream or anything like that. It's like he didn't want to make any promises. He didn't want to be. He didn't want to. He didn't want to be what some people call a soldier.
He didn't just say that on live stream. Did he just put that out there?
No, I don't know. You don't. But see, then again, if Soldier's here, if Soldier's here, Soldier streams a lot more than people think, though. But that's because it's not always on YouTube. It's sometimes on MySpace and sometimes it's on AOL.
I gotta take my hoodie off. It's getting hot in here.
No.
He's a level 9. I can't send him an invite to. Oops. Sorry.
What are you doing, dude?
He took me off mute. I was on mute.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
Thanks for that.
Don't take that, Soldier. No. Oh, Soldier's like, wow. Come on Discord, Soldier. Come on Discord, or has the girlfriend got you? See, that's the thing.
Soldier streams used to be fun, man. Morning DOG.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever the heck we called it. That was a great time.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. You would tune in at work, wouldn't you, Drum?
No, I'd be off work. It was perfect.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, for the morning crowd, especially for the West Coast, I mean, those streams were always, like, nice and early, so...
D, you're not muted, just to let you know. I bet she complains a drum about me. I know she does.
Nah, Jem, we don't really talk about you very much.
Gem. Is it spelled G-I-M?
She mostly complains about me, so I'll guys just know the facts.
The facts.
And she also is not happy with Log, so and unfortunately I get to hear about how brutal we are and how we're bullied.
Yeah, they're bullies.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. A bunch of
her lands, blah blah blah.
They cap me all the time.
Whatever.
No.
Whatever.
Hey man, it's a war alliance. I'm not going to tell my players not to war. No. You want the lands, you take them.
Well, don't tell me not to message them and complain, because I will.
So Soldier says, I'm trying to give the new YouTubers opportunity to get some exposure, so I'm back to videos. And Soldier, your videos, they've been good. But the thing is, though, your streaming has always been top notch. And why are you hiding that? You don't need to hide that. You share it with everyone. You have the setup. Use it. Use the power.
Yeah, dude, your streams are interactive, man.
Yeah.
We get to participate. That's fun for us.
Yeah.
Come back to the fold.
Yeah. So Soldier, give us. I know. Sometimes it's hard to commit to a time schedule, but if you could just be like, and this is what I'm trying to hope that D gets into doing, and that is committing to especially like an event like this one where it seems like there's a real good amount of participation. If it was a solo event, a little different, but an alliance event, there's always more participation. So I feel like every weekend that we have events like these, or especially God events, you just automatically say, I'm going to do one stream. Not, I have to stream every night. It's just saying I got to do one stream. If it happens Friday, if it happens Saturday, if it happens Sunday, whatever, it's going to happen. Here he comes. Here he is. He came to the stage. He came to the stage.
So what was that?
I'm just saying, one stream, Soldier, every weekend if you can. But I mean, an event like this, we need some Soldier. We need dancing Soldier, doing his thing, and everything else. At least one, If it happens, it just gotta happen at least once.
Well, my schedule just changed, so things are a lot easier. I'm dropping more videos, right?
You are, and they're great. They're great, but the Soldier streams are famous, and there's even people on my stream right now that don't even know what a Soldier stream is even like, and that's what I'm saying.
And then on top of that, I decided that I decided to try Force out, which was a higher tier of gameplay, and man, I swear. Being up here with Log, and Force, it's a totally different world. Totally different world.
Yeah. Well, the brain says, this is the second hour? Sounds like first hour. Ooh, everybody in Discord, the brain is hating on the second hour. He believes this is first hour talk. Well, you didn't hear it in the first hour. We had Titanium 580 at the bar going a little haywire on us, but it's cool. He's calmed it down, so everything's okay. But so we had some first hour action. But thank you, Soldier, for coming on, though. Seriously,
no problem, man. But no, man, I miss live streaming. I do miss live streaming. The schedule that I work now is a little bit more difficult because, like I said, now my time free is like in the afternoons or at night, and usually this time is more dedicated to like you, Gaming Jaeger, and Godan. So it's like I feel like whenever I try to come on, get ready to live stream, I'm stepping on people's toes. So I just been more so trying to just drop videos, and I wake up every Monday morning at Game Reset, and I try to live stream. But I end up just making a video from it because I be so tired. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get back in the live stream.
Well, look at it this way. When it comes down to being able to stream, if you give notice on the DOT YouTube band chat, if you give notice, I would so go after one of your streams. If you said tonight at like 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern, you said, I want to stream, because I posted earlier, I said, is anybody going to stream tonight? And Godan said he might. But, like, when it comes down to that, like, you post that, I would be like, yo, man, go for it, because I would like to watch one of yours.
I want to go before the line. Nobody go before the line, because the line is just a build-up to, like, millions and millions of people in the chat.
Millions and millions? I don't know about millions and millions.
I get, like, 15 people in my chat, and then the line come on, you get, like,
between Soldier, you get at least a minimum of 20 to 25, no matter what. Especially in the morning time, sometimes it's even higher in the 30s and 40s. So, and Godan does the same thing, and Bo does the same thing, D does the same thing. Like, everybody has like a pretty much, for the most part, it doesn't matter because even if you're newer and don't have as many subs, more of your subs are actually active people that watch your streams,
Right, so, exactly.
I mean, 20-some people is nice.
Oh no! I'm just jiving. Man, I'm a live stream a lot more. I just basically wanted to get my foot in grass of the game a lot more because I've been working so much. Yeah. But man, as you see, I've been dropping a lot of videos, and I just like I said, I got came up to Force to learn a little bit more about the game. My gameplay alone is like changing. Totally different gameplay. I tell you, man. But I'm learning a lot up here, and I'll be streaming live pretty soon.
Nice. All right, well, that's awesome, Soldier. Now, do you have to get back to the girlfriend? She got you on lockdown?
Nah, man, I'm here with y'all for the rest of the night.
Oh, you hear that, DOT community? Soldier has cleared his schedule. Nice. Thank you, Soldier. We appreciate it. So, Michael Marlowe, you caught that too. And Brain, you definitely said you're going to call Snoop Frog out on that. Yeah, Snoop Frog's he's getting all sketchy here in the chat. He said some questionable comments about his dog that But yeah, the Brain's catching it. Come on, Brain. Bad Mother Trucker's going to catch you on that. Come on now. Oh wait, what am I waiting?
He caught him for real too.
Yeah, he caught you. Problem with parrots that can talk is, I'll tell you what though, APOC. There's a couple people that I know that do videos or live streams that have birds in the background. It is I'm about to be an uncle. Oh yeah, that's nice, real gamer. Congratulations.
Man, I'm trying to play 4 accounts right now. It's crazy.
4 accounts?
Yeah.
So what do you got? 1 for each hand and 1 for each foot?
I got my iPad, 2 iPhones, and then I got BlueStacks going.
So what do you use? Your face to use the mouse or a touchscreen?
Nah, man. The good thing about this game, you can just set it to attack and you just let them go. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
1 attack per game and just let them go.
Yeah.
D hit me up and said, "So can you get at least 6,000 on this account?" I was like, "Yeah, I can get 6,000." So
yeah,
I'm trying to definitely grind out. I'm a hammer right now, so I'm grinding out a hammer trying to get these.
Do you?
These souls and help everybody.
Wait. So which accounts? Hey, you got. So wait, you got your main and your mini. Your mini. You're the second account you ever made, which was your first mini, because I know you got a third mini too. But your second mini is like. Some players that have only started playing in the last year, they die for your mini account.
Well, see, what happened was, let me tell you about my mini that's in Hammer right now. What happened was, I actually started playing a game a while back, and I gemmed it. Got up real high, and then I lost access to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally found access to it again. On a different phone that I had. I actually got back in there. I just started grinding on it, and then I was pretty much using the ping pong off of. But I had some more gems on the actual account, so I just went ahead and gemmed it all the way up to as high as possible. So it's like a 35 now with level 25 garrison. Level 25 troops on it, level 25 Panthers and everything else. And then I have my test account. Also, and then I have 2 minis.
Too many accounts, man. I don't even have enough time to play on my test account enough as is. So I only play around on there periodically. But I think I found one.
What's up, Z?
What's up, Zaret? What's up, Zaret? Yeah.
Hello?
Somebody just said hello.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out who was that. Who just said hello? A&L Vlogs? Was that you?
Yeah.
Nice.
How you doing, A&L?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, can't complain.
Hey, ANL, I just sent you a message on Discord in a private chat.
Yo, the brain dripping me out, yo. He said he don't join the stream for no DOT talk.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
All right, so let's change the conversation. The brain, let's change it.
That's right. Sorry, I got the battle rolling here. But yeah. So, changing up the conversation. Thanks for joining us, Mukesh. And I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody because there was a bunch of chat that just popped up. Nope.
Mukesh is there too. Cool.
Dougie, Soldier has a Castle 25 mini. That's crazy. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if Soldier could, he's gonna have one of these days. He's just gonna do a giveaway. He's just gonna give that account away. Right, Soldier?
Nah, I can get it. I put way too much. When I say I had like my basically that account had like that was my old Clash of Clans account. What's called it? And I had over $1,000 in like Apple credits.
Oh wow.
And I got those $1,000 from like different incentives that we ran in at the job. So every time we got an incentive, I always got my incentive as an Apple credit, as an iTunes credit. So I just been using that.
Let's see. So we're at 3,200. Doing a lot better. Still ranked 24th. 25th in the Alliance. See? Right in the middle. Nobody. Michael Marlowe, no reason to get all cranky. I'm not at the... Should I go down here, D? Should I go down?
Don't go down.
All right, we won't go down.
Don't do it.
I won't go down. All right, we're just, it's like revealing a woman's age or her weight. You know, we don't want to go. We don't want to go down there. We're gonna reveal her soul count, and D's gonna be all like, ah.
I want to see it. Let's go down. Let's go.
You want to go down? All right, we'll go down.
Yeah, she sent me a message talking about, hey, you gonna get your souls up right now.
Oh, what happened?
She got.
I'm finishing on Legends first, so you
Yeah.
can't even count this one.
Oh, the brain says Salon doesn't go down. I went down, brain. See, he just wanted to say that. Salon's mini is a test account. Yeah, that's right, brain. It is. Salon's going down. That's right, but see, D only has 150 souls here at the bottom. So
She has what? How many?
150.
What? 150?
I'm finishing in Legends.
Although there is
tonight,
one
and
other
then I'm
player,
going over to-
there is one other player basically that should be notified, and we should get somebody else in
I
there.
already took care of it, and
Alright.
yeah, he has a time limit
All right,
to answer me back.
I see.
I'm at 2,000, but I'm grinding right now.
All right. Well, I think.
And I'm
Right, on
Tupac.
multiple
I
accounts.
changed my name up. Yeah, my name is Tupac on it.
I know you're on 2 teams of mine.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but it's not 150 souls, John.
Nah, it's not 150.
That's like
Yeah.
15 battles.
The brain says I'm trying my hardest to change the subject from DOT, but dang Discord folks is being stubborn.
Hey, Brain, you know how you can rectify that? Come on Discord.
Ooh, but
Come on,
soldier.
Yeah, come on Discord.
But who here? You know, digital hands up. Who here has seen the brain's video with him talking in it?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's got over 1,000 views.
The Brain is crazy.
Yeah, I'll show that.
I'm gonna show that one.
I did it. I did it too. I'm gonna show that one.
Somebody beat me to it. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I did it too. I clicked it probably the same time you did. I was like, oh yeah, we'll show that one.
Gaming Jaeger. Wow, dude, that's more souls than I have.
Oh, Gaming
Yeah,
Jaeger.
I have 2 accounts. I'm
Wait,
doing one
Gaming
today.
Jaeger, do you want to stream tonight? Do you got time?
Gonna make it on a
Or is
switch.
D gonna have to
I'm
stream
just
tonight?
like you. I'm actually playing on 3 accounts. I'm actually playing on 3. Of course, I'm in Legends. I'm in Hammer. Not Legends. What am I in?
You are
Is it Legends?
Legends? Hammer?
Legends, Hammer, and I'm in Force. So I'm playing 3 accounts. I have to get a minimum of at least 5,000 on all 3 accounts.
Wait,
5,500 in
Force
Hammer.
only has a 5K min?
No,
Really?
we don't have a min at all in Force.
Oh, they don't care?
Nah, not this one. They basically we've been at war the whole time, so
Oh.
they haven't really focused on the event itself. But
Where are
everybody
you?
wants-
Where are you in the event on
Because-
Force though? Where are
Because
they
they saw
ranked?
my video and we've been talking about it. Everybody wants this Titan though, so everybody gonna push to get the Titan. So
Oh, okay, but wait, I was just curious. Where are you ranked right now on that? On where is Force
we are
ranked?
currently ranked on Force at 32.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Hey, A&L Vlogs, if you can, in the background, if you're not talking, just put the stream on mute, just so that your background music doesn't come through or sounds.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm on push to talk.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you can,
Does that work?
if you can switch it over to and just mute when you're not talking, it helps out because we're just hearing a little bit of background.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. No stream for you, Gaming Jaeger. I'm editing the heck out of a video. It's alright. I joined a top 50 alliance, and now it's a top 5. Hot 10K min already. Woo! So the brain's going for it. The brain's interested. So that always piques my interest when I know that the brain is going for the Titan. Because that just means that you know, he's thinking, you know, he could get a good roll, and if his roll is good, it's going to be pretty sick. So
I like when the brain. I don't know if it's the brain. Who be joining us? The brain or the Yuki? Which one?
What?
From time to time when we do the events.
Well, the brain's been posting periodic vids, but not like not every week. But but we've also seen some periodic vids from Yuki though too, because Yuki does. When Yuki finds something or just likes to play around with a certain Titan or certain relics, Yuki just puts something out every once in a while. And then every once in a while, Zayd Gaber copies it. That happens too.
Oh, wow. It's getting real hot.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. But not as many people know about Yuki's channel, so there'll be a little bit of publicity about people's channels here very soon.
Yeah, it's interesting he hasn't put a channel on his DOT database. I thought he'd at least put.
Well, some of his videos are specifically about DOT database, though. About how to do certain things.
I actually have a video that I'm working on right now where I'm gonna be customizing the Titan, and I'm gonna be doing it primarily from the database.
Nice.
Shout out to Yuki, because that DOT database is an intricate part of the DOT community.
It is.
Oh, you're stopping at 10K, getting the Titan from Alliance Prize. I see, Brain. So you're not interested in the relic. I do want the relic. I don't really care for Yalith. Okay. Yuki likes to play with his Titan. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's my thing is too. I'm actually playing for the relic. I really want that 17,000 soul relic. The Titan is great. I love her. I think she's a great addition to Sardu. And who are you playing with right now?
Me? I'm playing with Mamesh, and that's just because I'm doing speed raid low level lands.
Yeah, so I think it's a great addition, but I'm definitely gonna work my butt off to finish this event. I'm gonna do half of it free to play, and doing half of it, gems. I bought, like y'all said earlier, about the gem packages.
The 40, the $40 one. Yeah, the $40 one was good. Yeah. So
I used my Christmas money.
Did you? Yeah, I got it. I got a $50 Google Play card from Christmas, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, because Walmart was running that deal with you buy a iTunes gift card for $40, and it's worth $50. And I posted it everywhere, but I got what, 3 of them?
Yeah, Churro. Yay for Yuki is right. You're playing with Halzir? Nice, Real Gamer. Sulfate. What's up, Jupiter? Good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you comment before. Good to see you. So, since there's going to be no Gaming Jaeger stream after I'm done, and Godan is still up in the air, does that mean D's gonna stream tonight? You could say no and say you'll do it tomorrow or Sunday. That's fine. You just have to give us a day. That's all.
You're putting me on the spot.
I know. You can just, we'll let it stew for a little bit. You got to give us an answer by the end of my stream, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really want to stream, but man, I'm running my center this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm running the center, I got to work from 7 in the morning until 7 in the afternoon.
Not ideal. 3,000 grinding only. Nice. A couple strippers gonna miss a couple semesters because of it. Salon's still trying to pawn off the stream to someone else. No, I'm not trying to pawn it off. I just want to know. I'd rather be able to be like, oh, and coming up in an hour after my stream, we got so-and-so coming up, I'd rather be able to say that than just be like, I don't know, I'll just stream until eventually I stop streaming, and then all y'all will just have to, grind in boredom or rewatch someone else's stream. Or rewatch my stream. Wink, wink. Oh, the brain. What is all this coming up? Bunch of things. I can't. Jesus. Really?
I'm going to try to catch Zalon VP with my mini.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, I did have to start over. It was only at like 350,000 though before I left.
Yeah, it's just with my mini. It's like way harder to get like VP on because it's in Legends and it probably should be in like Champions.
Yeah. Ooh, we got the late night king Shooter McGavin here in Discord. How we doing?
I am doing dang good.
There we go. There's that late night voice. Oh man! So does that?
You do got a late night voice.
You do, Shooter. You always have the very relaxed late night. Like I feel like nothing could upset you.
Immediately, this came into my mind. Oh man, he got like a love son.
Yeah, he has the late night voice.
Late night voices.
Yeah, you could never get upset. Like you don't get mad, do you, Shooter?
Hey guys, this is Shooter McGavin.
You do.
Not on DOT. It's Shooter McGavin.
Yo, see, that's drum. That's drum. You probably couldn't tell. That was not bad.
Titan to Titan, baby.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
And then I see somebody else lurking in the background.
Wait. Oh, we have two more lurkers in the bottom. Oh gosh, now it's gonna get real wild and crazy in here.
Yo, let's get wild. Let's get crazy. What hour are we going on? What hour is this?
This is probably hour 3.
It's almost 2 o'clock then, so 2 hours. I mean,
it's probably getting on almost starting hour 3 here soon enough. So that's why some people are laying in the cut.
Did you just say laying in the cut?
Yeah, you didn't say that. I've just been watching some old shows recently, I guess. But anyway. Oh, I think it was from what's it called? There was a movie I watched recently. That's what it was. That's what it was from.
Some comments I've been getting on my videos lately. In the last month and a half, I've had 2 new people come on and basically say, "This doesn't look like a free-to-play account."
So now you have to start proving yourself, right? Oh man.
As a result, I'm gonna do a video called "The Math to Free to Play."
Ooh.
See that you can get 30, 40,000 gems stored up and 25 relic tokens as a free to play player.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have to want to do it though. You can't just.
No. It's going to be foregoing a lot of stuff because in my last videos, I keep saying before you get any 4-star Titans, before you do anything else, your gems should first be spent on maximizing all your builder tokens, and second, relic inventory. After that, save up your gems and choose the events that you want to do.
Yeah, I've been having a couple of people come on my videos also and comment, "Hey, I'm a free-to-play player. Give me some tips on how to get a 4-star Titan." And my tip has been pretty much been you got to grind. You got to figure out which event you want to play, which Titan you want to get, and then just grind out that weekend until you can get
till
enough
your fingers
to get them.
Bleed.
Make your fingers bleed.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do. You have to grind an event until your fingers bleed. Then you'll get your 4-star.
Well, they got to realize that even though they're saying free to play or worth telling them free to play, they're going to be spending gems.
Yeah,
that's true.
Is Goliath health on event? Oh, okay. Is Goliath health on event reward Titan better than Goliath armor? Well, this was discussed a little bit earlier, Boyd. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. But yes, you can make armor worthwhile. You just have to, obviously have the relics to do so. But yes, health is what people, I would say, would want because it's a lot. I think it's a little bit easier because more people have the relics. But either or.
I'll add a little something on that just because I actually.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to chime in. Actually, I was like, I wonder if Drum's gonna chime in.
Yeah, just because I built an armor build for a player today.
Mm-hmm.
They had poison and lightning as their resists, and so I maxed their resists, and I was able to achieve 280 armor. And in my opinion, that is applicable armor, man. You're going to get a reduction from that. You've managed to block the two main attacking units, which I believe is Panthers and Maidens, and your Grenadiers are going to keep the other riffraff out, man. They're gonna shut down archers. They're going to shut down militia, etc. They're going to shut down Imperials, and personally, maybe it's different for you, but I'm not really concerned about somebody attacking me with Goliaths, because even when they win, it's a very slow battle.
Yeah.
Hey, Drum, what do you think is a minimum for effective armor?
Well, for me personally, I'll attack somebody with almost a minimum of 224 armor piercing, regardless of my element. So you have to be above that to get any reduction. And your reduction is going to be, it's either 70 or 75, conflicting info out there about what the exact reduction armor can be. So let's take 224 and, plus 70, so 294, you would get the full reduction. And that's assuming that a person's not using an infiltrator. If you have an infiltrator with the 5-star relic, then your armor piercing is going to be higher, and then forget about armor altogether. But for troops, around 224 is almost your max that you're going to be hitting with. So anything above that is going to start to apply.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I felt like building an armor build, and especially getting those two resists, lightning and poison. I felt like it was going to be applicable and it was going to work, because outside of Panthers and Lightning, man, I felt that the Grenadiers, even though you're not buffing them, just having a healthy amount of them, you're going to keep the other riffraff out. So I thought that was going to be a pretty solid defense. So you can do armor and you can buff armor with this Titan, but you have to build for it, and it's going to depend on your resists. Now, let's say you rolled ice and physical. Well, maybe this Titan isn't going to be so solid as an armor buff, because Panthers are pretty easy to get a high armor piercing on, and you're going to run in, and if you have fire resist Panthers, your Grenadiers aren't going to take care of your Panthers. So I guess if you decide to buff armor, it's going to depend on the resist skills that you get. Certain ones will work well, and others won't work as well.
Ridiculous, Brain. Yeah, the Brain says Wu-Tang may be back next week. I think we're still going to have to wait a couple weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. Because Wukong is going to be around, I think, for the Chinese New Year. Unless they're going to do... Okay, so... See, you might be right, Brain. I don't know. See, because the way they did Halloween with 2 events, Christmas with 2 events, because they wanted to have the previous year's Titan in an event, and then, of course, have the new Titan in a separate event, but also making it so it's like they don't have to do as much work between the whole change the background and change this and change that. They just flip the cards around, and this is the event you have this weekend, this is what the event you have next weekend, and it makes it a lot easier, I think, in their shoes. So we may see 2 Chinese New Year events, just the way everything has been going. So, and then the Brain wants to know, how much AP do you need to have to take down a Charizard? I don't think that's something that we know. It's unknown, Brain. It is unknown.
What?
It's a Pokemon. It's just general knowledge.
Every once in a while, you hear D in the background. What is that?
What is that? What is that? It's like asking, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Only people that understand Monty Python Holy Grail would know that question is complete and utter ridiculousness.
Oh, that's a Monty Python. I thought I went someplace totally different with that.
Yeah,
I'm
see?
sorry.
That's a Monty Python thing. And it just got released on Netflix. Monty Python Holy Grail. Just so everyone knows. At least in the US, it did. It like a day ago. Oh, did my game shut down? Boo. Alright. Means I've been streaming for a while, I guess. It's alright, we'll get it back going again.
Man, I gotta farm some VP, man.
You gonna farm some VP?
Yeah, my VP lens was set up a ping pong, and I made a mistake and clicked on them, and they cashed out. So I don't have no more VP lens.
Yeah, who allowed it? Was that you, Soldier? Who allowed that from Nade? What's up?
Me, yeah.
You let it? Way to go.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I was looking at that, I was like, I don't know, Nade. Should I let you eggplant my stream?
Oh no, I thought it came through automatically.
No, it didn't. That did come through.
Oh yeah, it won't me.
No, somebody did. Somebody clicked allow. Maybe it was Bad Mother Trucker. Players weren't feeling Poseidon on release, but now they're begging for him. Yeah,
I got Poseidon. I got the perfect skills for him. But man, my Imperials are like level 13.
But see, I feel like that's the way Titans have been in the past, where the community just has like a kind of a backwards look at a brand new Titan when the event's going on, and then as soon as enough people get the Titan like maxed out at 60, like a week or so later, and have had enough time to play around with all sorts of different relics and different ideas with different setups, it's like people just all of a sudden came out and, oh, Poseidon's great, we need another shot at Poseidon if you don't have him, you know? So, it's happened before and it will happen again. Don't always believe everybody when you hear everybody crapping on a Titan really, really, really hard, and then everybody that did get that Titan realizes after the fact that, oh wait, they're not as bad as everyone was saying they were. Holy crap.
Same goes with relics as well. Like, I gotta tell you, I was not a fan of any of the spell relics when they first dropped.
Oh yeah, you were hardcore against them.
That's
right.
Is the thing that overcame me, man. That thing is just too good.
Wait, what relic? I'm sorry.
Why? Why Venom Seed? I mean, I don't even use a poison.
Mass raiding, you can just drop that Venom Seed where the troops spawn, and it just kills them off while you can have your run to the other parts of the map to kill the extra troops. It saves literally like 5 or 10 seconds per raid, just having those 2 extra poison spells.
Gotcha, but your poison my poison isn't even maxed out either.
Well,
I haven't even.
Well, that's another reason why Midas Touch isn't bad either. If you have a good Lightning Titan.
And his touch doesn't kill troops off; it just
True. It just depends on what kind of setups you're going up. I mean, I've played around with Midas Touch a couple times, or what was the other one? The belt. I used to throw that on too as well.
Poison spells because it's the time saver.
Yeah.
Not for any other utility, but it just saves time.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to add this for players who enjoy Poseidon or wish they had a Poseidon. If you think Poseidon is good, and I liked Poseidon from the get-go, and I maxed them pretty quickly, and I really enjoyed using them, and I found them good on offense and defense. But Dionysus, man, that is where it's at. Dionysus with Militia is absolutely insane. I was not a believer in this Titan, man. I totally crapped all over it upon release. But holy smokes, man, this is probably one of my favorite Titans of the game, and I've had success on offense and defense. I mean, just insane amounts of success on offense. And the reason why I like them is because the Militia are insanely powerful, and they are super cheap to gem if I have to.
What's up, Rob? Yeah, but there is one major problem unfortunately, with that is I want to say at least 50% of the DOT community has forgotten about Militia, at least, to a point where if they attempted to do it now, they would really have to do a lot of upgrading to their Militia, like a good 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah, well, it's worth it, believe me.
Hoplite cord, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Rob V.
See, and I think that's the difference for somebody who has who in the upper leagues like LOG and Force and some of the other guys. These guys have been, playing at a high level that y'all pretty much max out pretty fast. Like me coming up to here now, I feel like I'm so far behind. I think on the count that I have in Force right now, my garrison is level 25, but my troops are level 24. I'm holding my own, making about 8 million VP a week, but on the same hand, I can't. The only time that I can really play is like when everybody's on, and I have to grind out when everybody's on. If I try to come on when everybody's not on, my garrison get killed. Only because my troop levels aren't as high as some of the other people's troop levels.
Dionysus says double offensive militia, Brett Huber. Nice. Bradicus says 100% agree. I have a Dionysus. He's great, Rob V says. Dionysus, yeah, you're a fan as well, Snoop Frog, yeah. You haven't forgotten about militia? Nice, Snoop Frog. Well, they haven't forgot about
my
you.
My militia are level 13.
You saw that 3-star, Brain? Yeah, I saw it too. I did snag a quick 3-star. So.
Yep.
Then I got
on my mini account in Hammer, my militia is level 20. But on my other account,
what have you done?
Huh?
What have you done?
I know, right? I've been focused on Panthers. My Panthers was my thing. Just and now I'm realizing that that was a totally dumb move. To focus on the Panthers, but at the time, Panthers was like the number one thing, and now I'm playing catch up, and I'm working on my Imperials now, trying to get my Imperials lowered up. I'm just playing a lot of catch up now.
Yeah. Well, Zara's asking if I'm finishing. Oh, ketchup's for hamburger. So now you want to come in, Ether. Now you want to come in, huh? All right, Ether. You're only going to have so much time. Opportunities are only going to be there for so long.
I was doing something. I'm a busy person.
Busy person, huh? Yeah. Late at night.
Always.
Late at night in the Louisiana, unless you're on the road.
Actually, right now I'm almost to Georgia. I'm actually working.
Oh, you're working? Okay.
I'll be in North Carolina in maybe 7 more hours. I'm going to Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Brain, yeah, that's right. Hoplite cord churro? Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, so some people were saying that they like the spell relics, some people don't. But yeah, 14K is what I'm going to. And I'm trying to only spend 20K gems if I can. I'm trying to hold on. Because you never know what's coming the next week. Somebody asked the question, what's coming next week? Before... And we were saying about, maybe a Wukong event, but I think that still might be too early for that. But if anything, next week there is definitely the XP event. I think the what's it called for Volstan's boot camp, and I think that's going to be happening on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I think the Spellforge event's going to happen on Monday. That's honestly how I can see, the only way I can see those two events happening next week in that order.
Are you trying to get this Titan?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this Titan. I'm gonna get 2.
Do you have Urdred?
Yeah, I got Urdred, but my Urdred doesn't have good skills. I wasn't really happy with my Urdred.
So it's a Turdred.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Turdred. but I got Urdred stone, so Turdred. It's pretty good.
Say if you had Urdred, I don't see the point in getting this Titan.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm not gonna get it.
Man. You're missing. You've missed a very key fact to this Titan that Urdred does not have.
What's that?
You can have the most powerful grenadiers in the game. There will be none more powerful, providing you have the 5-star relic.
I have plenty of 5-star relics.
Okay, well then, if you're
plenty of those.
The most powerful fire attack in the game, then this Titan is a no-brainer because the roll is guaranteed.
I have to double check and look into it.
What's the fact
And I
that...
can't never argue with him because a lot of the times he's right. So
Yeah,
you
well-
notice I got quiet and I say I have to check into it.
Check into it.
That's the one person I can actually say that actually corrects like about 50% of my thinking.
Well, the thing
sometimes.
is, he's referring to the fact that if as long as you're getting the two Grenadier skills, which are pretty much locked in on this event. Now, I haven't seen anybody getting Grenadier crit. So as long as you're getting AP and damage as the X skills, you know, that's...
No. I was questioning the 5-star relic that's referring.
What about the 5-star relic?
What 5-star relic is he referring to? As long as you have the 5-star relic.
He's talking about the Stonebringer.
Stonebringer.
He's talking about Stonebringer.
Oh, which I got. Okay, cool. I'm muting again.
See? You're helping everybody out here, Drum.
That's it.
Drum, what are the why is he the most powerful with the Grenadiers versus Hades or Halzir or
You get Jim now.
or one of the other ones?
What is the difference?
Yeah.
The difference is the 5-star relic. Well, first of all, Halzir is an incredible Titan. Okay, he's very easy to max crit and get decent AP, very high damage. So it's very easy to have really, really powerful Grenadiers with him. He's fantastic for that purpose only. Now, if you have Mamish and you have double offense X skills, if you have Malkor and you have double offense X skills, and if you have Ilzar and you have double offense X skills, you can actually create Grenadiers that are more powerful once you max the crit, and you'll have higher AP. So those Grens will actually be stronger than Halzir's, but don't think that Halzir is junk because he's fantastic. Now, the difference between those Titans sporting the double offense
That's Drum again,
X skills as compared to this new Titan with the double offense X skills is the 5-star relic. The 5-star relic is going to give your Titan and your troops armor piercing. It's also going to give a 50% damage bonus to your troops and also maybe 40% health. But the health we don't really care about. I mean, it helps out the Goliath. But the 50% damage and the AP is what's going to really just throw these Grenadiers over the top. I did a build, a Grenadier build, using level 25 troops, and they were hitting for 71,600 and change, and then crit was at 105%. So times that by 3, you're over 213,000 damage per volley, and it was like 158% armor piercing. So you can't touch that with any other Titan in the game.
But also, Churro wants to know, wouldn't they change the type of Titan for the Chinese New Year based on the animal of the year? Well, yes. I believe that the new Titan for the Chinese New Year, and this has been mentioned before, and I just agree with what other people have mentioned before, and that is, it's going to be a physical pig. Do we have the name of the pig? No, but we're missing the pig, and it's the year of the pig. So if the developers have any sense about them, they will release the last pig, and it'll be and of course it'll come with a Titan X skill, or maybe 2 Titan X skills, who knows, because they really need to sell it. But besides from that, they'll of course have it'll be the pig collection will be official. I just have no idea what kind of relic they could possibly put in there that'll be.
I think a physical pig will be nothing more than a collector's item.
Yeah.
Just a waste of an event, to be honest.
That's the only thing. Well, unless they come up with an idea of some sort of, like I said, some sort of skills that would be the selling point. And if it's not for you, it's not for you, Ether. But for me, I want all the pigs. So, too bad.
You like bacon?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like bacon?
Boar boys. What's up, Wrecking Nomad?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, Brett Huber says, Drum, can you please live stream and show us all this information drawn out on the chalkboard? Brett, I'd fall asleep. Let me see a spreadsheet, and I'll look at it for like 3 minutes, and then I'm done. Having to hear about it would kill me. That's why the brain doesn't show up on JJ's live streams. But see, it's not for everybody. Everybody's streams have different aspects.
Brain is all about the jokes, man. He loves it.
Drum, are you gonna do? Are you gonna start live streaming this year?
No, man, I have no plans of that.
Yo, Drum is a co-pilot. Drum is a co-pilot. He likes to be there.
I know, but I'm trying to edge him along, man. He just needs a little push. He on the edge. He just need a push.
He's my partner in crime.
Yeah.
You'll have to speak to my manager.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be very honest with you, Drum. You got the voice of a commentator, so I would definitely tune into your live stream because you just sound like Bob. You know, one of them commentators for the NBA basketball games. The whole time you just broke down. You know,
dude. When I'm at home and I have Drum on my surround sound, dude, he actually makes the stand shake. He's kind of like Barry White. How deep his voice is. All you see is vibration through the glass.
You're like, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to move this to the left and then go to the right. I'm like, this dude is a commentator for real.
I want to know why you have
our third private parts. The girl sitting on the speaker.
Yo, okay, so the brain says, why the emphasis on the Chinese New Year at Natural Motion? I mean, they're not Chinese, and they follow the traditional calendar, not the Chinese calendar. I know exactly why there's an emphasis on the Chinese New Year. I know exactly why. Because the Asian market is incredibly invested in mobile games, and they love gotcha stuff. You know those machines that are everywhere in Asian countries, in China and Japan, where people are constantly putting money in and they get these little ball things out that have... It's the same thing that we see that we give our kids in America. It's just there, people of all ages go to these gotcha machines. Well, that whole idea is like ingrained into Asian culture, and it's accepted. It's fine. It's cool. And games like these, mobile games, are well liked over there, and there's a major market there, and it's all about money. It's all
this guy is straight preaching right now. Straight
all about money. It's business. It's business and money.
What is a gotcha machine?
Yeah, it's business and money. If you guys didn't know what it was, Bo and I went into it a long time ago on multiple streams before. What the whole gotcha thing is like?
Yeah, bro. So that exhilaration feel that you get whenever you go to pull like an epic token, or like you're hoping for a 4-star relic, soul relic. That's that got you feel. That's what am I wrong?
Well, it's the same feeling that you get if you enjoy going to a casino and you enjoy
like slot machines.
That's the same thing at a slot machine.
So but it's like a Russian roulette casino.
I don't spend a lot of time at the slot machines, but I spend my time at blackjack tables if I'm going to be at a casino. But that's just because I prefer to play a game that I feel like I have a little bit better of a chance than a slot machine.
But but just so you know, man, be conscious about like that's what they have these things for. That's why gems are the currency in this game, is because, and that's why they charge out the wazoo for that feeling that, oh, I might get a... It's like pulling a slot machine, bro. It's like, oh, I might get a...
Well, see, that's why I'd rather play DOT than go to the casino, to be real honest with you. I'd rather do that because I kind of feel like it's a lot more fun to play DOT than play a slot machine. So...
Yeah.
Hutch made a point. It's not like it's impossible for them to make an OP Pig Titan. It's possible. That's right, Hutch. It is possible. They can do that.
Yes, I agree.
It's possible.
I'll side with that. Yeah.
You love the roasting, Snoop Frog? Of course. There's always roasting that happens on my channel because we just all know each other a little too much. Even though we don't know each other, we know each other. You know, it's one of those kind of things.
How can you make an OP Pig Titan when none of them buff any troops?
Well, maybe this physical pig is going to be the one that finally buffs troops and puts Ether to shame.
Actually, if he buff troops, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, so okay,
If
so
he buff troops, I'll get him.
there's a couple moderators that haven't weighed in yet. Are we gonna let that slide? Are we not gonna let that slide? Are we gonna let it up to Zalon? Are we not gonna let it up? Oh, I'm gonna hide it. I'll hide it. How we doing, Tario? Business and money is killing the game. Business and money is how all these games run, though, Ian Rogerson. Unfortunately to say,
So I
if it's not run by a non-profit organization. But yeah.
I got a question that's off topic.
Oh gosh.
How many of you all eat meatloaf?
How many of us eat meatloaf?
Love meatloaf.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I like meatloaf.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You're not American. if You don't like meatloaf.
Yeah, meatloaf. Yeah.
so I'm the only person in this stream that's from China.
Let me guess, you don't like meatloaf.
I don't like meatloaf either. It's okay.
Oh, that's two of us from China. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, she's the only one that has sense. Meatloaf is horrible.
It's because she's Asian.
I do not like meatloaf.
It depends on who make it.
That's why I said I must be China. I must be from China then.
It depends on who make it though, and the ingredients
That's
in it.
like, you sound like somebody that's telling me cornbread is good. They always tell me, "Oh, you didn't have the right cornbread.
Yo,
You can have it sweet or whatever." Like, dude, I don't eat cornbread.
Yeah.
Either I can't even take you out in public, son. I can't
can't
even take
either,
you
man.
out in public.
You don't eat cornbread. You gonna say you eat brisket then?
Oh, I love brisket. I just don't eat cornbread.
Oh man.
We had this discussion the other night when we was talking, and it just popped in my mind, so I just thought I'd bring it up.
Oh yeah,
That's all
Stone
good.
Scar buffs troops. You know, I never got Stone Scar, Hutch. I never got Stone Scar. Did you ever get Stone Scar, Ether? Because Hutch is trying to put you to shame and say that you were wrong.
Hey, I had Stone Skull, and I told him bye-bye.
Yeah, but do you know what he
I got
got?
rid of every pig I had.
Apparently,
It was useless.
apparently he buffs troops. So
I'm telling you, bro, those pigs are trash.
If
They
he-
could do better.
if he-
They could do better.
If he does buff troops, then I can't recall, because as soon as I got him, I got rid of him.
Alex says he likes meatloaf.
The only
Snoop
advantage
Frog
I saw
likes
to
it
most
too.
of those pigs, whenever I checked the what do they call it? It's not the DOT Insider, whatever that online is, where you can spot all the stuff.
Database.
The database.
Thank you. Was that
DOT
they
Insider.
tend to resist? I don't know. They tend to resist. It was something about resist. They resist their own element, or there was something special about their resist, if I remember
I'm just
right.
gonna have to say shame. Shame on you.
I got Stone Scar.
This is ridiculous.
See? See? See?
Speak, Almighty One.
Yes.
What's ridiculous?
Tell us, Drum. What is ridiculous?
What are we talking about? The pigs, man. He's talking about it's a resist something. Like, come on, man. Jesus Christ! Don't you know what a champion skill is?
Okay, now I'm fresh. I'm only 20. I'm only 29, level 29. I'll admit that right off the bat, rookie.
See?
But that's the only thing. Because I myself was wondering what the fascination was with these pigs, and so I got on the database, and it said something about like, oh, they resist blah blah blah, this and that. But you know, I didn't make any certain claim whenever I said that. I just said something about resist is what I read.
Well, now you've made me feel bad, but champions in general are not as good as they used to be because they've changed their tier 3 resist to health or armor. So you're losing max resist right off the bat with newer champions. But if you want one pig that is better than the others, maybe it's Stone Scar because he has a Goliath armor X skill for his first skill.
You gotta give it up, Brain.
That comes at the cost of a resist.
Yo, the Brain will come to your streams. The Brain will come to your streams now, Drum, because he says that was savage AF.
Leave it to the young blood. Leave me here to get roasted. That's all they do. That's all they keep me here for.
It's okay. That was good. Thoroughly enjoying it on my end as well.
My Stone Scar is max 60, but I never use them.
Really?
I don't use them for anything.
Max
I don't even
60?
put them on the land anymore.
Wow.
So why you maxed him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I maxed him because he had that Goliath armor X skill, like the drummer just talking about, and he had that Titan health, so I thought the Goliaths were going to be a little stronger than they were. But honestly, my Goliath ain't maxed out, so it didn't even matter.
Lucas says, my Krampus double damage is coming for all of you. And then the brain says, does he have double corn? Because brain is all about that cornbread.
Yeah, I got Wukong.
He ain't special.
What level is your
Titanium got the
My Wukong level 60 also.
damage.
I enjoy Wukong as
I was
well.
about to say, take that Stone Skull and throw him into Wukong.
Yeah, my Wukong maxed out also.
Okay.
Yeah, Soldier's got a lot of maxed out Titans. That's why Soldier needs to stream more. Show off those maxed out Titans, Soldier. Quit being
stream more.
Quit being. Don't be shy. That's what it is. Don't be shy.
We got 49 people watching. Only 19 people hit that like button.
Oh,
Guys,
wow.
hit that like button for us.
Yeah, see? Listen to Soldier. This isn't even me asking for it.
Hit that like button. Let's get these likes.
There you go.
Keep this video in rotation. After it render for about 9 hours.
See, Hutch is saying the pigs are only collector's items.
DGs tonight?
Pulling DGs? I can't. I only got 75 instead of the 100 I should have gotten. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
Oh, that ain't good.
Let's see what we got. We have 4,000.
Don't get them started, Ether. Don't get them started.
4,202. Well, hold on. Hold on. I still got that 3-star left, don't I? Am I almost at that? Oh, yeah, here. Let me equip that 3-star. I'll run through that. And then...
Hey, how's your sales going, D?
We'll see.
I switched over. I'm at 1242.
Okay.
I'm on my way up. I'm 100.
Oh, wow. Y'all on Discord sound like them old school party lines, but with DOT talk instead.
It is 5 days into the new year. And it's 5 days into the new year, and we still haven't gotten a stream from one person in this chat. I ain't gonna say no names. They know who they are. I'm just saying, we ain't gonna never get this chat. Never get this stream.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Nobody asking them. They know who they are.
Nobody. Wait, you said nobody asked them though that they should?
No, this one person that's in the chat right now has been promising us a stream forever, right? And they've never given it to us, and it's 5 days into the next year. So I'm just sitting back eating my butter popcorn, watching them get cold, wondering when I'm gonna get the stream.
Are you talking about the brain? Or Jim? Oh, you're talking about Jim. You're talking about Jim. All right.
He ain't talking about me. I know the name. I know the names rhymes with mold, you know.
Hey, it's the only person. It's the only person that's in this chat that manages another person.
Must be talking about your own, because D-Man.
That's
weird.
The guilty always laugh first.
Use myself.
No man,
the guilty always laugh first. See, she know what I'm talking about.
Oh, D? Well, yeah, I already said that, she's going to stream at some point this weekend. She just hasn't made her decision yet. She hasn't made her decision yet. Although she better...
You haven't had enough of me? I streamed for 5 hours.
Is it gonna be the stream?
No, it's not.
See?
Oh, it's not.
We ain't got the stream.
Oh, the stream. Yeah, so it's going to be hyped up that much? You hyping it up that much, Ether?
He wants the girl talk stream.
I'm trying to.
Oh.
See, I want something that drummer actually don't want. That's a first.
Yeah, Real Gamer DBR's put some videos out recently. Just camera stuff, though. I haven't seen anything of old school DOT play.
DVR be so far behind with making content if he try to jump in right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, DVR doesn't play this game, man.
Yeah.
He's a relic of days past.
Yeah, old school relic.
Truth.
him and APOC with their rap battle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was fantastic when it went down.
Oh,
man.
yeah, it was.
Newer players don't know, man. They weren't here for it.
Oh, old school. Way old school. It's only like a year and a half ago, but old school. Actually, no, 2 years ago. Actually, it'd be more like 2 years ago.
APOC, take down everything with his Korea before Imperials were good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he fused her into a Durat, and then Imperials became amazing. That poor guy.
Yeah, he always got the short end of the stick.
No wonder he stopped.
Yeah, but he would do daily videos of his progress, of how it was going.
I watched them all, man.
Oh yeah, me too. Every day I'd be like, so what's he gonna do with Korea today? You know what I mean?
Is there Titanium here? Is there any scenario where you guys would entertain the idea of being able to trade, say, relics?
There's a problem.
Like any scenario.
The problem is hackers, man, and that's the problem. Why that can't ever happen. You can't trade Titans and you can't trade relics because people do hack. It does happen, and hacking defense has gotten substantially better in the past month or 2 months. But the hackers that do hack will be able to pass themselves, unlimited relics and Titans and such, and that's why that can't be a thing.
What's up, Shia?
Okay. So for this year, 2019, what is everyone looking forward to from the game itself? Like, are you looking for certain Titans, like extra troops? I mean, like, what is everyone looking forward to that they would like to see?
New class is coming to the game. New troop is coming to the game, coming at level 16. You're going to have to get to castle level 16 to get it. So we're going to get new troop, new class. Both of those things are going to definitely mix everything up. Possibly see the ability to get our 6th skill. That might show up this year too. 6th skill.
You think the requirement should be what to immediately have access to a new set?
No, I didn't say that. I said a 6th skill. Number 6, the last skill.
Oh, a 6th skill. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think we're gonna get a 6th skill until they release 5-star Titans.
I don't think they're gonna release 5-star Titans until they release a 6th skill. So you can say what you want.
I don't think they're gonna release 5-star Titans until they upgrade castles.
Well, you're still backpedaling, Ether. You're still backpedaling.
I think those two will go up before we see a 5-star Titan. But
personally,
at the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised.
What was that, Drum?
Why is that?
I just said personally, I hope we never see 5-star Titans, man. I mean, I've invested heavily in these 4 stars, and just to completely outclass them with a new 5-star Titan would just probably be the end of the game for me, man.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Playing Transformers Earth Wars for 3 years now, we had 4-star Titans for a very long time, and when they introduced 5-star Titans, there was an uproar. But probably a month later, everyone that was crying about the 5-star coming in, they were the first ones who ended up getting the 5-star because they had all of the 4 stars already. So their luck automatically increased when they
But
got
that's
ready
because
for
in
the 5-star.
that's because in Transformers, don't you take all the 4 stars to make the 5-star? Isn't that how it works?
Well, you kind of do, but you kind of don't. If you get a duplicate, it'll give you what we call shards.
What I'm saying is, though, you have to have multiple different 4-star bots to make the 5-star bot. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
So, in essence, if you had... See, that's why in Transformers it kind of works. Right. Where in Dawn of Titans, I feel like you don't take multiple Titans and pile them on top of each other to make a ultimate Titan. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? It's not.
But I promise you, it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
if it does, they're gonna have to come up with some certain way to make it a lot. It's I don't know. I don't know how you would get the selling point to be the same way as Transformers because, I mean, I don't know. I just think it
Okay, so for Marvel Strike Force, right? Marvel Strike Force. They just introduced what we call red stars. You can get up to 6 stars, a gold star, and all of a sudden, half the community got all the characters was like 6 stars, and they wanted to make the game a little bit more interesting for the people who was already maxed out. So they introduced the red star thing, where you can get an additional 6 red stars on top of your gold stars. So the whole community there went crazy, but it's working now. So it's gonna be interesting to see how.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting if they don't move to 5-star Titan this year.
I just think that eventually they're gonna have to move to 5-star Titans because you can't evolve your game or want your game to evolve and not have better things than what you already have into the game. So I think down the line eventually we will have 5-star Titans, and if I had my choice of a new class of Titan, I've been asking for undead Titans forever. They kind of helped me out a little bit with the skeletons and in the like Calvarex and Elmoran and stuff, but I'm talking about like a purely undead class of Titans with its own set of undead troops. That would be nice. Or if they wanted, to add more troops you're going to keep 4-star Titans in the game and not release 5-star Titans, then the best thing I think would be to do is to have multiple types and sets of troops that you can use with every Titan. So, for instance, like everyone has like Elmoran. All right, you can use Grenadiers and also skeletons with him. But instead of that, maybe have like another type of unique fire troop that you can use with him. So now you have the option of Grenadiers, skeletons, and you have another troop that you can use with them. And that would be like that with every class. Like, if you're gonna have Imperials, you might want to use Frost Giants. That might be another class of troops. So that's more than enough things that they can do with 4-star Titans. But I just think like the future of the game would have to involve 5-star, not in the immediate future, but down the line.
Yeah, I'm thinking
within like the next year and a half, 2 years max.
Hey, I totally understand where you guys are coming from, but I'm just going to have to reality check you for a second.
Uh-oh, here we go.
The game is not doing so hot. The Legends Server 2 is almost non-existent. I believe the demotion starts at level 7. Level 6, rank 6 on the second Legends server. Honestly, they don't need to be working on any new endgame material because there is not very many people playing the endgame. What they need to be doing is getting new blood into the game, and that's the only way this game is going to continue to succeed. Not by trying to milk, the few thousand players that are playing in the end game, but by bringing a tremendous amount of new blood into the game, because end game is dying right now, and 5-star Titans are not going to prolong the life of this game.
Actually,
well, one of their mistakes within the game itself was they didn't market the game enough.
And they still don't, man. There's no marketing of it. It's atrocious.
That right there is their main downfall of the game. And
let's put it this way.
I understand what you're saying, and I kind of agree with you with that. You can kind of see like the end days coming if they don't market the game better than what they are doing.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Eventually, within the next 3
mentioned
years, it might be over with.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, some people think that 2019 might be the last major year of the game, and that 2020 might be a hard push. I honestly think that in 2019, with this whole thing, that whatever Matt's project, super secret project is, whatever he's working on, whatever this new event type is, it better be good. If it comes out and it's a total flop, it's really going to project a pretty dismal year for when it comes down to, what else are you going to have for us? You know, if that's the attitude, it's gonna make a big difference.
I think one of the things that they need to sit back and look at and like really look at one point in time, we didn't have events every week like we have right now and stuff. And that right there, I think that right there is one of the biggest problems with the youth that's playing the game for us. And what I mean by youth is like fresh blood players that just started. Everyone doesn't have the resources or aren't able to put those kind of resources into the game to try to catch up to the players that's been playing for a long time. So that right there, you're discouraging people from playing right there at that point in time. Literally, before they even get started, they don't want to play anymore because eventually it starts to cost you to be able to build up and catch up to the other players. Now, I understand they want to make money and stuff like that, but you have to start backing off the amount of events that you do. And another thing that I think that they should do is back off the pricing of the game. If you open the doors and make it to where it's available to where you don't have to spend as much money, then you invite more traffic to your product.
Okay. The only thing I have to say to that last statement though is, do you watch any of JJ's streams at all? Have you noticed anything different in JJ's streams in the last few?
No, I haven't seen maybe the last 3 of JJ's streams.
Okay.
So whatever you're going to say, I'm probably not aware of.
Okay, and that's why I asked first before I just let you have it. But if you look at 2018 on the way at least he has his trend over time, the high is a gradual. It's not like straight down like you fell off a cliff, but there is a gradual decline in the high and a gradual decline in the low of how costly all the events are. The events aren't going up in price over the long term. They are not doing that. Now, of course, does that mean because an essential milking of what you have left is pricing things way high, so they have to spend more every time. Every time it's more and more for just those people. That's milking. And if you're gradually going down in the high and the low cost, you're not. How could that be called milking what's left? I don't know how that argument would work that way. So
what is the average age? Well, give me just an estimate number of what you think the average age of the players that play this game is.
We got to be in our 30s.
Yeah, pretty. I'm going to say the average age is between 30 and like 50, right there, 30 and 40-year-olds.
Okay, the high end will be 50. All right, let's say the high end 50, the low end is 30. So
that's the heaviest concentration. That is about 50 to 60% of the base is right there. Everything else is outside of that.
So basically, all your funding from the game is coming from players that's in between that age range. Mm-hmm. You have players that's younger than that age range. And I'm not even going to include the 20s. I'm going to say anywhere between the age of 10 and the age of 20 that can't afford to play your game.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what they're doing, they're limiting their own platform, basically, because they're basically blocking out part of their gaming generation because they're not allowing them to be able to start up in the game and also be able to succeed in the game without spending money. And at that age range, I mean, most of those people, they're living at home with their parents. They don't have a job. They're still in school. So
what are they still in? Ether, what are
people right there?
Ether, what are they still in?
They're still in school.
Okay.
They're still living with their parents.
Yeah, I just like how you say school. That's fine.
That's the way you said it.
They still in school.
See, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking to y'all.
It's alright. Yeah, it's alright.
School is cool.
Yeah, school is cool. You know, Cartman says if you ever watch South Park, Cartman says, you know, oh, that's cute. You know, ski.
Why would I watch South Park?
Because it's one of the greatest things ever invented. If you've ever watched the most recent, I just caught a couple episodes of the recent season. just recently,
I can't watch South
and I
Park.
couldn't believe it. Oh, it's one of those.
I've never
It's
been
one
a
of those
fan.
things where when people watch The Simpsons and they're like, "Oh my gosh, The Simpsons predicted this, this, and this, and this," like years before it happened.
I don't watch The Simpsons. I don't watch South Park.
I know. You're
what cartoon
you're a very dismal person.
that I actually enjoy?
we know.
It's not. It doesn't come on. It doesn't come on anymore. But I wish they would have been able to solve it. What? You almost made me cuss. No, indeed, no. The Boondocks.
The
that cartoon.
Boondocks.
That's the
Yeah, the
cartoon.
Boondocks is good. It's an adult cartoon, but yes, definitely. I mean, some people could say.
I can't deal with. Unless it's a cartoon from my childhood, coming up, and I actually was watching cartoons.
Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Hey, what you know about Fat Albert?
Oh, listen! Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own impressions. Everybody has their own impressions. Oh man! Everybody should just. As soon as we say Fat Albert, people go, hey! Everybody's got their.
HR Puffin stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a cartoon that I couldn't stand, G.I. Joe.
Why?
Everybody loved that, but
I love G.I. Joe.
Man, I had all the G.I. Joe toys.
I had them all too.
Not an American.
Yeah, again, not American. Ether, we've been. I think we figured out here, getting closer to the end of the stream. I think we figured out that Ether may not be American.
Well, he doesn't like s'mores.
Yeah, no
he
s'mores.
Doesn't like meatloaf.
No meatloaf.
He doesn't like chocolate chip cookies. He doesn't like apple
No, I
pie.
like chocolate chip cookies. I just think oatmeal raisin are the best. I like apple pie. Pumpkin pie, you can throw that in the trash can.
Oatmeal raisin with chocolate chip instead of raisin.
All right, see you later, Brain.
That sounds good. I think
Brain's
I can do
checking
that.
out.
Those are delicious.
Yeah, that sounds
Shia
good.
says
I might actually
Voltron.
be able to do that.
Voltron, Thundercats. Everyone's just naming.
The new Voltron is awesome too.
Thundercats. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, Thundercats. Oh.
You know what? I think I'm talking to a big group of kids here.
Yeah.
Thundercats?
Yeah, but
Oh man.
yeah, but see,
Thundercats was awesome in the day.
yeah,
Thundercats
see,
was amazing. The new
See?
one was pretty good too.
Thundercats was terrible.
yeah,
Let's
see,
just put it out there. That
yeah,
was
see,
terrible.
yeah,
And
see,
I had all the toys with their light up eyes.
their light up eyes.
He-Man.
He-Man. Yeah, that's where it was at
He-Man
too.
was okay.
She-Ra.
He-Man was okay.
Ian Rogerson says that you wish they would remove being able to do ping pong.
You say She-Ra,
Kills
my
real
fault.
battles. Well, in some servers, like the second server of what's it called? Second server of the Legend League, you either have some people were saying, well, it's either hitting garrisons or you don't play the event. That's all you can do, and you have to pray. You have to pray that those garrisons are even open.
Yeah, it's brutal. They have more.
There's only 3 teams up there.
You know, you got to pray. I mean, right now it's not even like you're not just strictly pushing for VP. You'd like to get souls at the same time, but you're still hoping that somebody's going to open up.
Well, my mini been open the whole time on that server, so they've been killing me.
Well, close it up.
I need to get some VP. I mean, some souls.
Here's one of the things, man. It was like a reality check that I had, and it was this week at my job. The guys that work with me know that I play a mobile game, right?
Do they?
And,
Do they know?
Yeah.
They know it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How could you not, right?
You know?
So anyway, one of them was like, "Oh man, I just started playing this new mobile game," and he like said the name of it. I don't remember it anymore because I wasn't really trying to get into a new one. But he's like, "Oh, it's kind of a money sink," and he's like, I log in and they're like, "Oh, it's like 99 cents for this stuff and 99 cents for this stuff," and and for him, a money sink was like spending 99 cents a day on this game that gives you all this junk that like makes you more powerful and helps you upgrade quicker. And meanwhile, in the back of my head, I was like, Jesus Christ, that ain't a money sink, man. You want to play DOT, you're rolling at $100 a week minimum.
Minimum.
Right?
That is a
dude,
good story.
what the heck
That is a good story.
like,
42 watching, everybody's benefiting. That's a good story.
man, and he like said that's a money sink. Like that's why new players are not entering this game and like saying like, yeah, look, this looks great. I love it. Let me stick with it. because the price is astronomical, man.
I
It's
could just
insane.
see
Like,
you. I could just see you when the door shuts, or you're in a different area from that person after that conversation happened. That you like had to like put your hand like what did he just say? Like you like hold your head real quick, like hand against the wall, like what? Does he even know what goes on?
Soul searching.
With the amount of money that everyone has spent playing this game so far, I think that if this game shuts down, like me personally, if this game closes doors within the next coming year or this year, I want all my money back. I want everything back. Everything I spent, I want it back.
Well, how does that work? I don't think they could do that.
I'm going to file me a class action lawsuit.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
I know, it just sucks because you can't even sell your account off if you wanted to.
Dude, you can't even look at your account. Forget about selling it.
You can't look at it.
Exactly.
They shut the game down. It's over.
Yeah, well, okay, listen. I do want to talk about that real quick. So, there's another YouTuber out there. His name's Gluten.
Star Wars.
Yeah. His name's Gluten Slayer. I've been following him for quite a long time, and he plays Star Wars. What's it called? Force Arena. Now, I started playing that game back in the day when Dawn of Titans first came out. And that Force Arena game, it wasn't bad. I played it for like a month, and I was like, it's fun. But at the same time, those type of like card-based games can be real sinkholes as well for money, because when you get those cards, Brain was making a point of this earlier, those kind of card-based games, they limit you because you have to get the exact same card to be able to level it up. And anyway, so that game is closing, like straight up. It's done deal, and
on the 18th,
and you
pulling
can't.
the plug on the 18th.
Yeah, you can't get in and see any of your stuff ever again. So, and happens all the time, but obviously, when you hear somebody talk about it, and that's Gluten Slayer with 11k subs, and he's like, I kind of built my channel around this game over the last 2 years. So.
It started on the first to where you won't be able to make any more purchases in the game, period. And then on the 18th of March is going to be when they pull the plug. I believe it's the 18th of March. I could be wrong. It might be the last day. I think it's the 18th of March. They're pulling the plug on it, and it's going to be gone forever.
Is that the one I was doing content on, Zalon?
Force Arena? No. The one you were doing content on never even made its way out of beta, I don't think.
Yeah, Star Wars Rivals. I was doing Star Wars Rivals.
Well, I don't think Rivals made it out of beta. They just shut.
It ain't out of beta yet.
They just shut. I think they just shut that. I think they're shutting Rivals down too, though. I'm pretty certain.
They probably are.
I think they did.
In a way, it's kind of good that they're closing it. Because you had a lot of hacker issues in that game. The game was good, but then once the hackers got in there, it was over with. That's why I barely started playing it anymore. I can't say I didn't spend anything. I must spend like $75 on the game. So, wasn't much. Nothing compared to what I spent in this game. So
Smokey, you guys don't forget us. We don't forget about you free-to-play players, Smokey. You guys don't. If you don't, you do. Of course, invest a lot of time and everything else, and that is the most precious thing that you can put in, because obviously money is money, but your own personal time, if you have family, a wife, even dogs, if you don't even if you have neither family nor wife, maybe you have animals in your life, but one way or another, you definitely have time put into the game as a free-to-play player, and your fingers, bloody as they are, because of all that grinding.
What I hope that
that's right, Shia.
Is rework some of the old Titans like Dracar, Durant.
Classics.
Titans that people really enjoy. Like rework those Titans and see what you come up with for us. Like X skills, hashtag make Paladins great again.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I would love to see them do something like that, especially like with my favorite best looking Titan of all time, Dracar. they ever reworked him and put him back out, man, I'm gonna be all over him.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful type.
They already did a rework on.
Was that Thunder X? Yeah, Thunder
They need
X.
to rework and do some X skills on him.
They reworked the Vikings like 3+ times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still didn't get a good one. I haven't gotten a good, well, except for Thorhild. She's my only one. And I have too many.
You still holding your Are you still holding your breath for your mages?
Yeah, mages. They're coming this year, 2019. They're coming.
You turned blue yet?
They're coming. They're coming, Ether. Don't you worry. Well, don't you remember that Agray told me that Lightning Titan would never come, and he's wrong.
I was just trying to think of his name, man. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, Agray, man. Agray would tell me all the time. He'd say, "Zalan, you're pulling at nothing. You know, you're never getting your Lightning Titans. Never gonna happen. Lightning troops aren't gonna be a thing." Well, what now, Agray?
Well, we knew eventually it had to be in the game because it had to resist.
Yeah, well,
so it had to be in the game.
Well, people say, listen, Ether. Well, people say things all the time that make no sense just because, and I wonder, other people that I know as well make comments and they make no sense. So,
I just don't see how good or how effective a mage ranger would be. I mean, because if you have, let's say you get a mage UNAC, all right? I mean, that's fire. So what happens if you have a Titan that's 100% fire resist, troops that's all fire resist? That Titan is useless.
True.
Well, I mean, that's the game, though, man. I mean, and when summoning troops first came out, I wasn't a big fan of them, but now I absolutely love them. And when I attack and I'm not using a Titan that summons, I feel much less enjoyment out of the process, you know?
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I don't have my Artemis, like, I can take down any garrison with my Artemis and the relics that I got her on her. I don't care what's on the garrison, I can take it down. I just change out my relics and that garrison's gone. Without her, like playing an event right now without a summoning Titan is hell. It's like truly hell right now.
Now, see, if they did a Shaman Titan, okay, they could work it to where maybe that Shaman could have multiple damage types. See, that's where I think that like the mage part could come in to allow you to choose different spells that you can cast from your Titan. Like maybe do a chain lightning spell or do a fireball spell or a freeze spell, something like that. Or like a blizzard. A blizzard could be a new spell that they come up with.
I like that comment there, Shia. Either way, I'm glad to be playing DOT with you fine folks right now. That's awesome. Thank you, Shia. So am I. I'm always having a good time while I can because that's the only way you can be. So, or else you're just always constantly complaining about the game. Because you know what happens? Some people get so caught up in complaining about certain things, they don't even realize what else is going on around them. So, and then the game's gone. And then there's nothing to complain about. Then they find something new to complain about, you know.
I can see the Egyptian gods coming out.
Well, yeah. Well, they said they're not done with the gods. They're not done with the Greek gods specifically, but they said they're not done with god titans in general. Yeah, I see Egyptian gods coming too. I see them continuing with the Chinese New Year tradition and doing that.
So I heard you say that on the after show because I watched that actually before I went back and watched the live stream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I watched both of them. All right, so so if they're not finished with Greek guys, or like you said, they might have Egyptian guys or whatever. What more can you do with guys that hasn't been done already?
New class.
I mean, because
new class is going to allow for new gods to be able to come out.
I mean, because if you look at it, we have just about almost everything. Well, when it comes down to troops, I mean, we have Imperials, we have Maidens, we have Panthers, we have Militia, we have Grenadiers. I mean, we don't have a spearman.
You also don't have Goliaths.
And we don't have Goliaths. Those are the only two that we're missing. All right, no, so I'm wrong. It's 3. and once you complete those 3, what else can you do?
Look at Krampus. Krampus give you the spells, free spells. So all of a sudden, you now have opportunity to create Titans that give you different spells options. So you're gonna have all those guys come out too. I promise you.
Yeah, man, and look at Erdred and Yaluth, or whatever the new Titan's name is. It's the same Titan, but all they did was just change the Titan class. I mean, why can't they do that with summoning Titans as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't see a long list of things that they can still do with it. I mean, if they do that'll be good, but I just don't want them to say, oh well, we have all these extra Greek Titans or something coming out, and then it's basically just a different Titan with a different name, and they switch some skills around and just say, oh well, he's brand new and he's summoning the same militia that Dionysus does.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all it ever will be. It's the same, similar things.
Now, also, they haven't done a Paladin Greek Titan yet, so that's something we can be looking at.
Ooh, I got 2-star XP relic. I gotta keep on battling. I don't want to lose any kind of train of XP barracks.
Yeah, man. I mean, just to go back, I mean, I'm good with new stuff. Like, I have insane amounts of things. My relic inventory is pretty much maxed. I would be very happy if I could just level what I have and utilize it while they just spend the next 6 months focusing on bringing in a bunch of new players. Part of the reason that Legends is not doing so hot is because all these endgame players that have been playing and have been in the endgame for a while, they're stopping playing. They're not dropping down to lower leagues. They're actually quitting the game, and that's why Legends is affected as hard as it is. And then also they crack down on hacking, and certain alliances, man, they just got wrecked. Like One Vision isn't even a thing anymore because it seems like they lost at least 20% of their alliance because they got caught hacking.
I mean, that's true, but I would second the echo for us being able to just stop and being able to just play the game and play with what I have and level relics and stuff like that. I mean, I would love. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking about maybe in the next week or maybe at the end of this week. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel to just drop down and go down to dragons or something, down to masters, and just I don't have to worry about VP. I don't have to worry about anything. Just work on the Titans and the relics that I want to work on, and only come up when there are certain Titans that
you can do that. Yeah, you can do that in Legends. You 500k VP. What, you can't do that in Legends?
No, I know I can do that, but I mean, for instance, like right now, War is in a rebuilding phase, so we're not going to be. That's no such thing as you're going to be up in there doing no 500. I mean, that's insane to even think about that. I mean, you're going to have to.
No. I'm talking about you can drop to Legends, NTG Legends, still be in Legend League, still concentrate on working on your stuff, and not have to drop the Masters. I'm just giving you another option. That's all.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. Having this account in Force, man. I've honestly seen my account grow because of the number of attacks I'm doing, the amount of VP I'm earning. I actually seen this account that I have grow faster than me farming. In the Legend League, and I get stripped. I was getting stripped every day for Monday. I got stripped 5 times. Tuesday got stripped 6 times. Wednesday got stripped 4 times. But I'm seeing my account actually grow faster up here than it did when I was actually farming.
I don't know. I got maybe about maybe 10 Titans. That's just in between the range of 51 and 48 or so. I mean, and I just got them all sitting there, and eventually I'm gonna go ahead on and have to max them out. So I was thinking about, man, I should just go ahead on and do that until I think if I was to move, the only thing that would bring me back up is a really, really good garrison defender. I'll move back up for that week to do the event to make sure that I'm able to get one of those and to help out. Because I mean, obviously, I'm going to complete it. So, but I don't know. That's just on my thinking to just go ahead on and do that.
Lex, I hope they have another double XP for attacking island weeks, and that was fun. I leveled several Titans. Yeah, that's really good. When they did that for the anniversary, maybe they'll do that again for the Chinese New Year. As long as we continue to let them know that we really enjoy the double XP, like how much it was, affected everything. If we'd say, oh, we'd like to see it again for something, see what happened.
Is I wish that they, for instance, we always have these Titans that's on these
Titans that are on these rabble. I didn't hear anything. What else? What'd you say? Did you fall down some stairs? I think he's
a battery died.
Yeah, something happened because he's gone. Huh. All right. Well, Ether just fell off the stream. I hope he's all right. All right. Well, I got enough stones to do at least 2 more battles. We'll do 2 more battles. Besides from that, though, I hope everybody else is having a good time and enjoying the grind. Gonna try to save some of these gems to be able to do more grinding, and also I'll be streaming at least one more time. I don't know, tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'll do at least one more live stream. So.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah. All right. So Ether came back. Disconnected, huh?
I knew something was wrong because it went quiet. It's like everybody went.
Yeah, no.
What I was saying was to give us the ability to be able to put level 1 Titans on resource lands, whether it's VP, food, gold, or whatever, and actually let them be able to level up while they're on that land.
Yeah, that'll be
that right. I think that right there, that'll be a big plus in the game, in my opinion, because you got so many people that have so many Titans that they don't even get a chance to come around to leveling up, and by the time they do decide to level it up or try to put the resources into leveling it up, I mean, for the most part, it's outclassed because you have something else that's new out. So I think that'll be a good way to help satisfy players that want to actually level up Titans and stuff. I mean, as long as that Titan is gaining experience points by being on that land and defending, I mean, I don't see what's the issue. What would be the issue with them not allowing that to happen? And it's something that we've asked for before.
Yeah, we have asked for it, and it doesn't have to be much XP. Let's say like 50 XP per hour.
And that's Thunder X, everybody. I was gonna say who's all left here with me. I got D, Soldier, Ether, Thunder X, Titanium still here, and Truth as well. So that was just my last battle. I'm out of stones. I might still grind for a little bit longer, but I think I'm pretty much done for grinding on stream right now, because, yeah, pretty much beat. And I'm not going to be pulling any more relics, at least for tonight. So, we're at 20.
All burned out.
24. No, well, I'm just burned out for doing it on stream. I just want to relax.
I know.
I just want to relax. I actually want to get something to eat.
If I don't pick with you at least one time a day, it's something wrong.
I gotta get something to eat. I gotta get something in me. So, if you remember from the beginning of the stream, haven't been feeling that hot again last night and today. So, gonna get some soup in me. All right. Yes.
Hope it's homemade.
No, it's gonna be Campbell's Chunky, because I'm not making no homemade soup.
Goodness.
Gosh, everybody thinks everybody thinks for some reason that when you live by yourself, that you have all sorts of energy to cook all sorts of meals that you would get so bored of eating for the next 3 days every time I make some sort of serious meal. So I get very basic things.
Single and at home alone, I would never eat out.
Very basic things. I know I don't eat out all the time either. Trust me, I try to save tons of money. I get a bunch of stuff that I can make on my own, but it's all very simple and basic things. Yeah, Campbell's Chunky Soup. It's on 10 for 10. That's when you go and you buy them. And yes, guess what? They last for like 2 years. They last for like 2 years.
How to make you some soup.
Yeah, but see, I buy affordable and I get very easy to make things. Because guess what? Ether, guess what? I'm not feeling so hot right now. Do you think that means I want to bother with all of that BS? No, I want to crack a can. I want to put it into a bowl. And I'm going to microwave that real quick because I don't feel like dealing with that right now.
Hey, y'all notice what I just did?
Of course,
I got him real excited. You hear his voice?
Yeah, you can hear, because you're the worst, Ether. You're the worst.
I'm just messing with you, man.
I know, the worst.
Hell, I don't even cook when I'm at home because I cook so much at Waffle House.
Yeah, see. I mean,
what Waffle House you work at? Where you live at? I just came from Waffle House. Oh, so I was about to say, was you the chef that I had to send my pork chops back to? And I told him I wanted well seasoned, and he only fried it up and seasoned it on one side.
Yeah.
You know another before the streaming. You know, it's another thing that that I found out.
No, Ether's gonna drag it on. We're gonna look at this same Scorched Earth screen for the next 5 minutes because Ether has to tell us something. Continue, Ether.
Hey, every time I go to Waffle House, right? I love Waffle House orange juice. So when I go there, I always ask for a cup of orange juice. So I get a cup of orange juice, drink that one down, get another cup of orange juice, drink that one down. But something funny caught my attention, and I was like, "What the hell?" I said, "Where's she going with that bucket?" She came from out the back with a bucket, and she opened up the orange juice container, and she poured it in there. And it's like, what the hell? So my wife's screaming, laughing because she knows I love Waffle House orange juice. So ever since then, I've been going to Waffle House and I've been ordering bucket juice. Yep. All right. Every time I go there, I say, "Hey, give me a cup of bucket juice." And so it's like, "What is bucket juice?" So they think I'm like, "No, I want a cup of bucket juice." And so it's like, y'all promised me on this menu that I was getting Minute Maid orange juice, and I just seen y'all pouring orange juice out of a bucket.
Okay, let me explain that to you.
All right. Listen. You guys can take care of it after the stream. Listen, take care of it after the stream. Take care of it after the stream, because I am going to finish the stream up. I am hungry. We're talking about food. I am going to enjoy my microwave sodium Shia because darn right, Tootin', I am going to enjoy it. I am going to enjoy it thoroughly, just like everyone else loves to enjoy things that they're not supposed to. Because I've watched plenty of Jewish people. I've watched plenty of Jewish people eat meat. I've watched plenty of vegetarians eat meat. I've watched plenty of people that don't normally eat meat eat vegetarian. It all happens. All right, everybody does it. So I will talk to you all again later. And everybody have fun with this event because I'm still enjoying it. I'm having a great time on the stream. I will feel bitter, Hutch. I won't let Ether drag this all out even longer for no apparent reason because I'm not doing anything. Ether's just like, let me talk another 5 minutes. Hold on. All right. So he'll still have plenty of time. If anybody in the live chat wants to join Discord chat for the after show. After show happens after I stop going live, and then Ether continues to talk for another hour afterwards. So be prepared for that.
Waffle House stories
yeah,
tonight.
Well, ThunderX. ThunderX also has some Waffle House stories as well. So, but all right, DOT community, thanks for tuning in. I always appreciate it, and I will be back, like I said, the next day or so. Talk to you again soon. 3-hour stream. All right. Good timing.